That's so funny. Are we
Hey,
live?
everybody.
We live? We are live. We are
We
live.
are
Good
live.
evening. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon or evening for you,
Evening. It is 10 o'clock here.
or good night.
Good night. Bye. See yas.
Gotta love the time difference.
I don't mind. I had my sleep. I took a little break from some shows and I had my sleep, which is paramount. So I don't. I'm not going to finish that sentence off. But I slept and all is safe. Let's just say. So how are you? So this is randomly that we've done this tonight. It is random. Well, we kind of had it from last week, but we always leave everything to the last minute. Hi, Emmy. So we leave everything to the last minute, but it's more fun when you leave everything to the last minute. And poor Michael was doing all the work today, and I sat back and didn't, and slept. That's what I did. I sat back and slept. That's what I did today. How was your day, Michael? How was your day? Well, it's still
Actually, it went pretty smoothly today. I was talking with Jeff at eTalk about some stuff for upcoming shows and got to go to the pool and swim in the water for about an hour.
I love swimming.
And then came home, made lunch, put together this show.
You did. Oh, Tanya. Oh, tell Matt I said hi. This is from Ireland. Cork Supernatural Paranormal Society. What castle are you at, Tanya? What castle are you at? Ooh, I love it. I love it.
I like how she says a castle. It's like,
what do we do the weekend here in Ireland? Are you going out? No, I'm just going to a castle. It's a common weekend occurrence here in Ireland that, most of your locations are castles. We retire early because our knees and backs give way.
Yeah.
I know a friend of mine, she works in the castle and she goes up down those stairs every day. I mean, no, I'd need one of those, those stair lifts, the little chair that would kind of bring me right. And up here we have the second step. And 5 minutes later, here we have the fifth step because I'm not going up those castle stairs every day. I mean, I moan when I go to castles, oh my God, I have to go up these stairs again. And it's real when you have gammy knees and a bad back. It's
right.
It's real. I sound like an old woman. I'm not really.
They should put some elevators in or an escalator along the side.
You totally take the interior look away. If you're like, yeah, come into this old castle, and here we have.
You put it on the outside. You just they have some large windows, and you just make an escalator that goes up, and put a little canopy over it.
In the back of the castle, so it doesn't take the front of it, the look of it off the front of it, modernize it a little bit. I don't think we'd be able to do that here in Ireland because you take it off. I was going to say America would probably do it.
No,
put an elevator on it. Oh, we call
here
it
in America, we would tunnel under and then go up and in and be like, "This is how you're gonna."
We're gonna climb up the tunnel. That's worse. Hi, Nigel. That's worse. I have a new iPad here, and I tell you now, I'm like an old woman trying to figure it out. My 12-year-old daughter. I mean, I think I have a lot of devices and whatnot, but this is Apple. Apple has to be awkward. And
I know, I'm a droid.
Oh, fantastic, Tanya. Barrington Castle is called. It's called new location in the edge of the city. I have to look that up, girl. I've heard about it. Have a great night. Are you going to do a live later? So this, it's I'm afraid I kind of used it today, and my daughter said, "So you're not using your phone?" And I'm like, "Well, I am, but I am using this as well." So it's like I'm afraid of it. You're getting old when you're afraid of technology.
I'm just picturing you being afraid that the iPad's gonna, jump out and attack.
I'm afraid to use it. I'm afraid. Hi, Anthony. Anthony wants to crack at you. It's warm here now. I lit my fire, and I don't know why I've done that. I've lit my fire. See, I'm pressing this iPad now, and I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Like, I don't know. Okay.
She says, "Yep, hopefully all going to go well." And when she gets
perfect, I'll definitely be watching. That's brilliant, Sonia. I'll definitely be watching. Miss you, girl. We have to meet up. We've got to meet up. We have to meet up. We have so many locations to do this year, but we want to get the teams collaborating together. There's Kimmy. Hi, Miss Kimmy. So we are here, and what are we going to talk about tonight? We're here to talk about anything. It's paranormal chit chat. So we're going to talk about everything and anything in the paranormal. What goes? I might be muted.
Hey, I put out a disclaimer that said you never know what's going to come up.
Did you put out a disclaimer, really?
I did.
Okay, let's go for it. I do have a topic.
Ooh. This isn't going to be one of those like the Holy Roman Empire is not Roman nor holy discuss kind of topics.
That was the second topic I was going to say. You have me flustered. Who's Facebook user?
This one's on me. I'm not sure.
Oh, Suzette. Hi, Suzette. I think my first topic I would like to talk about would be evidence, or when evidence, whatever you bring to the table, whatever you have on recorder, on video, and on location. So fake evidence and real evidence. Fake evidence and real evidence.
Ooh, this ought to be good.
Yes. There are some fantastic teams out there that do amazing work. And there's some there who will do anything to get into the limelight of faking some evidence. Not all, but some. Like smoke, if say if someone's breathing or something like that, and it comes on the camera or video, and they say, no, nobody was smoking and we were inside, even if it was cold out, like that. And we kind of dissect pictures and videos. So you'll know, what it is and the fakeness. Say even some people are known to throw stones, on everything. Oh my God, look, run, a stone was thrown. Unfortunately, it didn't hit them. So things like that. What is your view on it?
I kind of view it like you, where they're trying to get their 15 seconds of fame. I don't even give them minutes. I give them seconds because everyone's going to watch it and then forget about it.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those that I'm like, I don't even know why people take the time to fake it, because when you get the real, it's so much more cool than any of the evidence that's been faked. It's like
the real stuff, the real evidence.
Yeah, the real evidence is way, like, for example, I used to watch shows where doors would swing, would open slowly or swing, and I'd be watching that going, that just doesn't look right. And so I start to question it. And then I went to a location near my house in Mineral Wells, and there was a window broken. It was cold.
Yeah.
And, there was a slight breeze. But so set the scene, there's two cabinets where you got uppers, and then it's wide open, and then lowers.
Aye.
One upper is slightly open, and the other has one door slightly open. All of a sudden, one starts to slowly creep open.
Okay.
Then it closes itself. Then it slightly reopens itself. And my first thought is, okay, this is probably the wind. I stand in front of the window. There's no wind. Yet the door is still moving. And I pan to the right. The other door is not moving at all.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, this is definitely unexplainable, because both doors should be moving if there's wind. And the icing on the cake was there was a book open on the top of the desk area.
Okay.
And it would flip over one page and flip it back, or maybe lift up 2 pages and go back, or 3 pages, completely random.
Wow.
And I was like, and I'd constantly be going like this to go, is there any wind blowing
Yeah.
in? I'd never feel any breeze or wind.
That's fantastic. We have one of those. Oh my God, I forget the name of it, but it detects breeze, wind, and there's there's a digital, it's digital, and the fan, so it will detect if there's a breeze coming from somewhere. Or what they say is that you have like piece of paper, like a string hanging up, pieces of paper on it.
Yeah.
If it's strong enough, they will blow and so on. We haven't done that, but if it's strong enough, they'll move in the wind. But you're going to get breezes in most places anyway.
Right.
You're going to
And
get breezes in most places.
the amazing thing was that night we found it by watching. We were in the little viewing area that they had cameras where you could view what's going on in rooms, and we started seeing it on the TV screen.
Oh, really?
And so we went upstairs to see what's going on, and it took a while for it to do it again. It was like, oh wait, I'm not alone. I'm not going to give you a show now.
That's
and
what
then
you want. I'm just saying hi to Chantel. Hi, Chantel. Chantel's my very good friend, my best friend from South Africa. Chantel, let me know. Text me, see it, and make sure everything's okay, will you?
So yeah, and so I'm like, I was blown away by actually getting to see a door move in front of me. And you don't get that feeling watching some of these videos, because like I was panning left, right, to give a full scope of there's nobody standing by this door. And on all the videos where it's like cropped dead on the door and it slams or moves, I'm like, I don't know what's over to the right or the left, so I can't give you any credence.
And how are they standing there? Well, obviously they were standing there, but literally, like you said, focused on this door, and like you don't pan a room like we do. I know Lulu on my team. She, okay, Chantel, that's good. Give me wee text. We were in Lep Castle, and so Louise does all the video work, and so she's panning around the room, and the first floor. We had just arrived on the location. We were setting up, and Louise likes to get out the camera and start rolling, So she's scanning around, and so on and so on. And I'm sitting at the fire, and the boys are doing their work and whatever. And she goes to the conservatory doors, and you'll see one of them closing, but very slowly. Now we know that area. It's a long area. There's plants and ornaments in it. There is, as far as what we know, we would feel it. There's no cracks or holes in the windows or anything like that for a breeze to come in. We've been there for many years, so as far as we were concerned, there was nothing there. But you'll see the door closing over, and nobody was in that room. We were all outside in the what we call the living room in Lep Castle. So that was caught on camera. That's on the YouTube page. But it's those things that are legit. And it's a lot of work to go through it. I mean, I know at one point in Lep Castle again, we were all upstairs, and we had a bag on the table, one hanging, bags on the table, and 2 bags sitting on a chair. And I'm watching the CCTV, and I'm watching the video playback, and you'll see the bags gradually going to the left, to the left, to the left. But I'm thinking, because we had logs in the fire and the room was getting hotter and hotter, that the bags would just fall off. I mean, it happens.
Right.
But most people would call it paranormal. Something happened and it fell. But I'm putting it down to the heat and the logs in the fire, because it's a big fire, and we throw logs on constantly, and it does get very warm in that room of the castle.
Right.
Well,
Another experience I had was my first EVP, actually. I was doing a Facebook Live, and so I'm just walking around this room in a hotel in Ballinger, the old Park Hotel. I'm sure many people have heard of it. And I'm in this doll room, and I'm panning the room and slowly going, around to give everybody a view of these creepy, freaky dolls. I kid you not.
I like it.
And then I go and I'm about to step outside. Meanwhile, my messenger is going off on Facebook, and I'm like, I'm doing a live. Forget it. I'm not going to answer you guys. And I step out of into the hallway, and I get to I go up the little stairs to the next level, and I go into 2 rooms, and I notice somebody messages me who never messages me when she knows I'm on investigation.
Oh.
And she goes, "You need to go back and listen to your live." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "You had a little girl." And I'm like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
And so I end the live. I go back and review it. And sure enough, as I'm panning the room, this little girl's voice goes, "Leave me alone." And I just continue to pan. And
so
then I go
live
outside. I never heard it.
Yeah.
But they heard it on the live. And
yeah.
It's like moments like that to where you can see I didn't hear it because I don't react to it. And then
it happens a lot now over the lives.
Yeah. What gets even better is a few months later, I go back and I relook at the footage because I'm like, hey, I really want to check out this EVP. All of a sudden, while I'm painting, I hear 3 taps on my shoulder, like somebody tapped, like if I had a backpack strap on, but I wasn't wearing a backpack. And I'm like, where did those 3 taps come from? And then I hear the little girl. And then about 3 weeks later, a friend messages me and goes, "Have you checked out your live?" I said, "Yeah, I recently, started seeing more stuff there I had something happen before the girl." He goes, "Oh, there was something after." I go, "What?" And you can see he took a screenshot, sent it to me. So here's the top of the counter. Here's the bottom of the counter.
Okay.
You could take up the little pencil, that you get for editing photos.
Yes. Yeah.
And I outlined a little kid underneath there holding their legs like they're trying to hide. Wow. And I was like, I got tapped. Leave me alone. Hiding underneath. I don't know what her name was, but it was like so, and that's what I love about when you get the real evidence is it keeps building. It's not a one and done. It's you go back and you'll get more.
Have you been back to this location?
I have.
Okay, try and get her name.
Well, every time I go back, I try to talk to her.
Sometimes you just won't get names.
Yeah, and I can't get a response back.
Sometimes you just don't get them. I know, and I always say from being in this, and I know people hate saying when you say the word field, but it is what it is.
Yeah. That sometimes literally.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I hate doing outdoor investigations. You have to account for noises outside, which is understandable. It's just a little bit easier when you're indoors, when you're going over audio work and so on. Wait, I don't have my glass on top of my head, but I'm squinting. Oh my God, my eyesight is gone. But my glass on top of my head. But when I watch horror movies, and now it's kind of like yawn, give me something that frightens me because everything is just whatever. I don't watch horror movies anymore. I do not watch paranormal TV. I don't, because I like my TV and I can't afford a new one because I know I'll throw my shoe at it and crack my screen, and I cannot afford a new one. And I don't watch it.
I have a suggestion for you about that. I watch the paranormal shows just to check out the locations and see where they're going and be like, does that pique my interest or nah,
Well,
never mind.
you in America, you like in Ireland when we travel to locations, it's kind of like, oh my God, it's in the west of Ireland. Yeah, it will take us 5 hours to get there. We'll still get there. You know, in America, it will take you what like an 8 hour drive or 9 hour drive or a flight to get to locations, or maybe there's some local to you.
So for me, this is the funny thing about where I'm located. The southern border so I'm in Texas. The
Mhm.
southern border to Mexico is 8 hour or about, yeah, 7 hours from my house. The border to the state of Louisiana to the east of me, about 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Oklahoma to the north, 1.5, 2 hours. To go to New Mexico on our west coast takes over a day.
That, I mean, there's advantages of having a small country. Like,
We are a country unto ourselves. There are places, if you were in central Texas, it would take you a day to get to anywhere, just to get out of the state.
oh, I feel claustrophobic. I would feel claustrophobic knowing that it takes me a day to get out of my estate. Oh, we say, county, like you would have counties
Right.
too. But I mean, you do have fantastic locations over there too.
We do.
And we do in Ireland. It's just a little quicker here in Ireland that we get to locations just a little quicker and have longer there and so on.
Well, and
But
you have more scenery than we do.
it's green.
We have all 5 ecosystems in our state.
You have all five ecosystems in your state.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We have desert to the west, the plains where I'm at.
Right.
We have the hill country. We have the Rocky Mountains that people don't realize they actually come into our state on the other side of the desert.
Okay.
And we have trees and marshes on our east coast and
Okay.
coastal on the south coast.
So loud. What do we have here? Green grass, green, green, green,
I would
green.
never complain.
Oh well. I mean, what color is your grass over there? Green.
No, actually, it's brown usually.
It's just a little different kind of green here in Ireland. You would expect a little greener. I mean, we'll probably get brown grass for about 2 weeks in the summertime because we have hot weather. Yes, guess what? It doesn't always rain in Ireland. I was watching a program a few weeks ago, and they were talking about in America where they wanted to go to, and the two brothers, and one of the brothers said, "I'd love to go to Ireland," and the other brother said, "Why would you going to want to go there? It's grey and gloomy." Oh, why don't you come to Ireland and say that? You little R's. It's not grey and gloomy all the time. We do
That's
like
the UK.
that's both. I think it's both. I think it's both. It rains here all the time. It was raining here today, and it was raining for the most of the weeks. But a lot of people are moaning about it. But I love the rain. I love rain. I like the
Yeah.
sun, but I like rain more. I know I'll probably get messages saying, "Oh my God, Jennifer," but
So my
I do
backyard, if I put a line through the middle, this side is just
it.
dirt and this side is grass.
We like the grass. We like the grass. I mean, I know when people say when they go ground on themselves and they walk in the bare ground, we could do that in dirt too. Do it in the grass, do it in dirt.
Yeah.
What's your favorite location that you've ever investigated?
Fort Walters or Dillon Depot or Old Park. Those are the top 3 that jump out at me.
Why?
Why? Well, so Old Park I enjoy because they have redone the hotel to they have 10 rooms that you can sleep in so you can actually spend the night in the
Okay.
haunted location, and they're all named for past owners or family members of the
Oh,
past
nice.
owners
Okay.
and the history there. And there's a jail across the street that we can now go investigate. And
Oh, that's Louise. That's Louise on Emerald Isle. It's Lulu.
so,
She's on her way home from work. Hi, Lulu.
and so Fort Walters, because it's a military base, and I've heard women scream when there's no women screaming. I've gotten EVPs, cat balls, all kinds of equipment going off. It's more active than most.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know which one is that. Is that Chris? Is that Drew?
And Dylan Depot is brand new for me, and I've gone there twice.
What's that history about?
So it's a funeral home that a gentleman took over, and he loves trains, so he's kind of built it to look like a train depot now. That's why it's called Dylan Depot. Yes, I was there last week.
Yes, yeah, you were. I watched a wee bit of the live.
And yeah, there's a piano we actually caught, went off on its own by itself. Nobody touched it. And equipment either works and goes off, or your equipment won't work.
Oh, okay.
And so it's every time I've been there, stuff has happened that I cannot explain. And it's just, I know as paranormal investigators, we can't say we guarantee stuff will happen.
Oh no, but yeah.
I feel like I'm starting to find places that are like, they will always react for you.
Like yourself, like my team as well, that when we go to locations, we repetitively go to the same locations. We do. We go to new ones, obviously, of course, but we go to the same locations repetitively. And I remember one person saying to me, Jenny, why are you going to the same locations all the time? Anybody who's watching will get bored of it. Well, there's an off button you can press and not watch. And we are researching the building. And if you want to join us and watch, then you're more than welcome to do it. We don't do lives all the time, but hold on, here's when you're here, you know, the double. Yes, Chantel. Yeah, Chantel lives in South Africa. And had a bit of a day of it, had a bit of an evening of it. So I always wanted to move over to the UK or move over to Ireland. I know UK is
the
UK. She has family in the UK. I mean, that's the reason why I say UK. I wouldn't say it any other way. But I mean,
Scotland or Ireland?
To us, huh?
That's in Scotland or Ireland.
Oh no, she's family in the UK. I wouldn't have said it otherwise, but I want her over here in Ireland with us. But you know, she has family in the UK. Her fabulous granddad, Chantel, was over in Ireland last year. She was in the UK visiting her granddad. And I said, well, since you're all the way over from South Africa, you might as well take an hour flight over here to Ireland. So she did. And with her granddad, let me tell you, Chantel, I have those pictures. I only seen them a few days ago. I'll send them on to you. Yes. I'm in Killeen, Scotland. Oh, I love Scotland. My daughter's half Scottish.
Scotland.
We love Scotland. Yeah, I know, Chris. It's like, you know, it's like, and I've always said this, and I find a lot of other people kind of saying the same thing now. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You gotta put the pieces together, and it works well for you, because I know one location that I do, the audio and the story to the place literally went hand in hand. It was like a piece of puzzle that we placed. That was a bit of a mouthful. Piece of a puzzle that we placed. And I love tongue twisters. I'm really bad at doing them, but I love them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have a few people.
But you're Irish. You that should be in your blood.
Well, I am good at doing them. I am good at doing the limericks. Now, I know when we went camping one weekend at a fabulous Rams Island up the north of Ireland, and we were doing limericks. Oh my God. And every time I got it wrong, I kept having to take a drink. I didn't purposely get them wrong. The more I drank, the more I picked it up. But it was fun, and I didn't know it was recorded. But I was kind of like in a bad place from the night before, because we were all team bonding. We team bonded. Or we found people sleeping in the trees, even though we had tents. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
So I actually have a question for you.
Okie dokie.
This has happened to me. Have you ever gone to a location like and visited when you were a kid, and then you were like fascinated by it, and then you found out years later it was haunted?
Yes. Yes. There's there's a location that we now investigate that I used to go to in school tours and school trips. I remember one of the guys used to get me to read out this huge banner on the wall, and I would have to. He said, "Young girl, what does this say?" Yada yada yada, in front of a lot of people. So I'm reading out what it says on the banner, and now I investigate that location.
That cracks me up when
It's amazing.
it cracks me up when you're like, I was there. If I had only known this, I could have said.
I was grown up. And people say, I have this in me since I was a child. No, I didn't. If I did, I would have known back then. I was just interested in the history, but I was a child. I was probably at 10 or 11 or 12 or something like that. And now the location we investigate for the last 7 years. And it's amazing. The location is amazing. It is a fantastic place.
It's a museum, isn't it?
It's the museum. How did you know it was the museum? I tried not to say it, but yes, it is the museum. The Drogheda Museum in Millmount. So yeah, that's the place where we're talking about putting the pieces together of a location and work hard at it, research it. My cat is drinking water, my dog behind me snoring. Hopi. Oh yeah, that's the one, Chantel. Polly want a cracker. We were down in the kitchen area and there's a cage with a stuffed parrot in it. Not a real one. It's just a teddy bear one, And now the thing is, when I was doing a live, Chantel said, Polly want a cracker. So I always look at the lives back. But you'll hear a man talking underneath after Chantel says that. He's responding back to Chantel. I don't know what he's saying, but he's definitely there saying something. And just when you were saying about the lives, when you hear sounds or you hear voices in the lives, look, we have done a lot of lives. And it's mainly in the museum where when I remember myself and Lou were doing the Estes method, we were doing it together. So we had the boys in the room, myself and Lou were doing the Estes method. Her spirit box was going in reverse and mine was going forward to see if we'd get the same answers. It bloody proved to be, well, it went really great. I watched it back, Louise watched it back. Like some of our answers came out within seconds of each other, but the same answers to the same question. And that was fantastic. But then you will hear a man replying back to Niall, who was there asking out questions. You will hear a male voice answering. Like I was using my phone at the time on the live, but you'll hear a male reply answering Niall. And then another time we were down in the kitchen area and we had a deck of cards with us. And I was, there was a lot of people that worked there, lived there up until the 1985. But it was taken over by Oliver Cromwell, who attacked that museum on September the 11th in 1695.
19. Whoa, wait a minute. I'm no expert, but when did Oliver rise from the dead to attack?
So I could put my foot up his arse and then he could go back to where he was. But I know there's a guy in Drogheda that's writing a book about him saying Cromwell wasn't that bad. And I'm like, I'll buy all of them because I need paper to light my fire.
Yeah.
He used to be an old boss of mine.
Drogheda is nice.
Yeah. Huh?
Drogheda is nice when you go
Drogheda,
there.
you say it right. You pronounce it proper. Drogheda. Puppies?
It happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes. Drogheda or Drogheda or Drogheda. It depends on how, it doesn't matter how you say it.
Yeah.
Drogheda.
I remember when you sent me something to pronounce, and I was like, yep, that ain't going to happen.
What was it? I sent you something to pronounce?
You sent me the other day when we were talking, and we were like practicing Irish, and you're like, here, say this thing. And I was like, nope.
It was most likely probably Poke Mahone.
I think so.
It was probably Pogue Mahone.
It was like 4 or 5 words, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm
No,
not
it's only
saying
3
that." It
words.
was It was like a blessing or something.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was like Gaurav Mahagut.
That's it.
Yeah, Gaurav Mahagut. Thank you very much. But my favorite is Pogue Mahone. Do you know what that means? No.
I got a long way to go with the language.
Well, you don't really say Pogue Mahone to. I mean, anybody Irish here will understand what Pogue Mahone means. Do you want me to say it?
Something like, "May the day bless you" or something.
No, it's totally opposite. You know, I'm only saying it in Gaelic so people don't understand what I'm saying. Pogue Mahone. So, what's the other word for like a donkey?
The R's.
Yes. So basically, it's like kiss my ass. So yes, you're welcome. You know, I try to teach you that. Like I teach everybody that. Poke Mahone. Yeah. So easy to say, slips off their tongue.
Yeah, it's almost like the French, where it's like you can listen to them curse all day long, and you're like,
I know a
"That
few
just
bad French
sounds
words, but
so
I'm not
cool."
going to get into that one as well. A few bad French words, but I shan't get into that as well. I won't get into that as well. So there you go. You're welcome. I want to say who's it? I'm in Killy in Scotland. Who's that Facebook user? I'm in Killy in Scotland.
I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know, because I don't even know.
Oh, Facebook user. I'm teaching Jen Afrikaans. Yes, she is. They're all really nice words as well.
Well, I can tell you, Facebook user right now is either from your Ghost Squad Scotland page or
Oh,
Emerald Isle page.
let me have a wee look. Hold on, let me have a wee look.
But here was one thing that happened. I was not on location, but I was watching a live,
Yeah.
and it happened to be the Dylan Depot, and I knew the spirit of the boy, his name.
Aye.
And so she sets her phone down, the lady that runs the place for investigations, and goes off and does something. And she says to me, "Hey, do you mind monitoring this to see, if the REM pod goes off?" And I was like, "Sure." So I start typing on the phone, not voice, typing like, "Hey, Ethan, if you're there, can you do this?" And the REM pod would go off. And I'd go, "Thank you. Could you step away from it?" And it would stop. And and every time I would type a question, somebody else would type something. Nothing.
Just typing on your phone?
I would type on the phone, "Hey, if you're doing this," and he would respond to it.
And
I
so,
was like, I had
sorry.
never seen a spirit respond to a text on a phone.
So you just write it on your phone.
Right.
You say nothing else. You don't call the question out. You don't talk.
No.
You just type it in your phone for them to read it.
Right.
I'm so noting this down. I'm going to rub that idea. Thank you.
I mean,
that's all good, of sharing your ideas.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I like that. We love the one where we do with the phone. So we'd have the phone and the recorder. So we would have the phone on speaker in one room and then a recorder in the same room as it. And then we would we have it on loudspeaker. Somebody would ring my phone. I answer, bring it down to the room, have it on speaker, have the recorder in the room with it. And then we go away from the location, from that area. And then, hi, Facebook user. Don't know who that is, but I'm going to check. Oh, it's Karen who's in Scotland. That's right. Brilliant. But then we'd call out questions from another part of the building through the phone. So we don't have a conversation. We don't walk around. It's really, really good. I mean, I love it. It's fantastic, phenomenal. I remember being in Lep Castle, and we had guests. We had my team, and then we had guests with us. And we were doing this, we call it the ITC. Phil, what's the crack at you, Phil? The big smiley face. And so we were doing this, the ITC. And I was hoping that it would work, in front of, friends that kind of like they haven't seen it being done before.
Right.
I couldn't have asked for better. It was just brilliant. So we're sitting, the phone was left in the conservatory of Lep Castle, and we were sitting in by the fireplace. So it's just one room to the next room. That's it. So when I call out, I kind of lower my voice and whisper, so my voice is not being carried into the next room. And so I'm doing the usual few different games and calling out questions. And then I said, right, I'm going to count to 5, and I want you to tell me the missing number. So I count 1, 2, 4, and then you have 5. Like, we can hear that coming through the phone. And I'm looking at everyone like, don't talk. Don't say, oh my God, did you hear that? I'm like, shh. Be cool with it. And then I said, thank you very much for saying that. Thanks for finishing that off for me. But can you tell me the missing number? Like cool as a cucumber, but you just said 5 through the phone because I said 4 and then you said 5. So that's going to be somewhere in the next, this next month it's going to be on somewhere, but I can't talk about that. So everyone can hear it. Everyone will be able to hear it. But that was blow your socks off moment. I mean, there's many blow your socks off moment, but that was one of them that fit into that book of blowing your socks off.
Mine is when we do it. My favorite is because we'll vacate the building, or we'll go to the other end of the building, so we can't, hear ourselves, and we won't cross contaminate.
Yeah.
And then you start hearing footsteps or stuff shuffling around, and you're like, who is in the room? It's like, wait a minute. There should be dead silence. So who's making all this noise?
There is dead, but silence. No, we don't want silence. I remember going into one particular the museum, not one particular museum, the museum, and myself and Alan walked back into it to get something or to finish off something, and then you heard a little girl so clearly, and I looked at him and he looked at me, and I'm like, "Did you? And he said, "No." And then we were finishing off our work or whatever. We left and, went to travel home. And he goes, "Yeah, I did hear it." I'm like, "You bleep, 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 bleep." Like, I would have taken the recorders out at that time, because I find the longer you are in this field, the more you open yourself up to it, which is par for the course. It is literally par for the course. And, the team thinks sometimes they think it's funny, sometimes they listen to me, and sometimes they don't, and I so don't blame them, because I come up with names. I come up with random names. Sometimes we get the names on recorder, sometimes we don't, but it just happens when I say I'm getting a name. So, I mean, I've named, a few people in that museum that I've named. Some of them have came true.
Right.
So, yes, so I could be sitting there saying, Sharon, Patricia, Patrice, or there's a Philomena that I'm getting, but the guys keep laughing at me saying, "Jenny, you keep working on a Philomena." And I'm like, tell you, there is a Philomena here. I know there is. Unless it's someone that I know, which I now is just daunting me that I don't know a Philomena because she passed away before I was born. But there is a Philomena, and I've only ever heard that name twice. So I don't know. I'm working on it.
I've had that happen to me twice. One in an abandoned asylum that was turned into, it was a mental hospital, and it got the name asylum by a haunted house that they tried to put into it, but they never could finish it and fully utilize it because everybody got scared out. And
do we just giggle and laugh?
The other one was,
This my brother
during a haunted house session at Fort Walters, because in October we take the haunted location and make it a haunted house. and I was going to scare somebody, and we were on a little bit of a break, and both times was a female voice. At the
Mm.
asylum, it was, "What are you doing?" And my ex-girlfriend standing next to me even heard it.
Oh,
And the
wow.
body cam had this low tone, so
Yeah.
it covered it up, and I was so mad.
So you got a DVP.
I almost did, but it's drowned out by the sound of the. And the second time
That's my
was,
brother. He never watches. I've never seen my brother Barry watch the shows that I'm on. Hi, Barry.
"Hi, Barry." But the second one was, so I'm standing in between where there's a split to where I could go down one hallway or go down another hallway.
Which one did
And
you pick?
well, here was the thing is, just standing there, all of a sudden I hear this little girl go, "I'm lost." And I turned and I'm
Oh,
like, "Who's lost? Who's there?" And I actually responded. That's how much I heard it. And I was
oh my
like,
gosh.
Where? I was like, "What do you mean you're lost?" And I'm looking around, and there's nobody around me.
So what did you do? Did you?
I just was like, "Well, I'm here." And so I'm like, "If you need help, I'm willing to help." And,
Okay.
but I never heard another voice. And hello, Facebook user.
That's Barry, my brother. My brother.
Oh, okay.
He's normally in bed. He's not in bed tonight. I was going to ask him to bed. Barry, I need a babysitter. He'll tell me when and where. So you got a DVP,
If I was recording, yes, but I wasn't recording.
but you heard it.
I did.
So a DVP is a disembodied voice phenomenon. So you heard it yourself, and the EVP is electronic voice phenomenon. So I'll mail you, Barry. I'll mail you. I'll give you a text. Barry's saying, "When do I need a babysitter?" My kids were saying, "We're not babies," but you never know. So I remember sitting here one night, I say about 2-3 years ago, and I was in the house by myself. So I said, I'll take it the recorder and do a little, session. And so I did. And I'm saying, like, I know you're here. I've seen you. I've heard you. I kind of know you're here. And then you'll hear my name being said, Jenny. And I heard it myself. And then, because I was sitting here, it was late night, there was nobody in the house. It was just me. I was having some wine. And then I got brave and, let's be stupid. Let's do a recording in my own house. But I got it. So I heard a man saying my name, Jenny, to the point that I still have that recording. The only stupid thing I did was loop it. And I mean, you can still hear it, but I wish I didn't loop it at the time. But anyhow, you'll hear Jenny. And then I have it on recorder as well, as you'll hear me saying, "Did you say something? Were you trying to say something to me?" Because you'll hear me stopping in my tracks. So I have him in my house. Now, I haven't heard him in a long time, but I have him in my house and I have him on the recorder. But it seems my name seems to be said by the same voice in every location I go to. Hasn't happened in a while, though. Has not happened in a long while.
My first experience with my name being called was on a road trip.
Barry, in your house, you've just lost a babysitter. Yes, Barry.
Oh, come on, it's harmless.
But
so I was traveling with a friend from Holland, and we were going to an event, and we were in the hotel, and I went in the other room, which in a hotel means I went to the restroom.
Okay.
On the phone to somebody, so I didn't bother him. And I hear my name called, and I'm like, okay. I finished, my conversation. I wrap up my conversation. I'm like, hey, I gotta go. My friend, needs something, and they're like, okay. I walk out of the room. He's dead asleep. The next morning, I said, hey, you called my name. I heard you call my name last night. I heard my name, but you were asleep. And he goes, oh, no, you called my name, and
Shut
I got up to look to see what you wanted, and you weren't even in the room. I
Okay.
was like, and so at the same time, we heard each other's names,
Oh, wow.
and we were like, "This is gonna be a wild trip."
Oh, my God. I love that. Hi, Lauren. How are you, my love? We finally get to see your name. We finally get to see your name coming up.
But I have a funny paranormal experience story for you.
Okay. My
So
dog is eating my fly
we're at
swatter.
it, huh?
My dog is eating my fly swatter.
Oh, is that what he's tossing around back there?
Yeah, he's a bit crazy, but he's kind of like, that's the only one I have. Apart from that, it's like my shoe. Or we have fly. Oh, Lord, in the summertime. Oh, no, I need summer to be done with. I'm done with summer. I think the flies just come
You
to my
only got
head.
another month to go.
Oh, no, I want winter. I want winter now. And many people say, down with you, Jenny, down with you. But I want winter. I want winter.
Yeah. So the story goes, we're at this abandoned school in West Virginia, and we both had experiences. We get into the hallway, and we have our backs to each other, and we hear this giggle, and at first we hear a giggle, and then we hear my friend's name, and I
No.
turn and I look at him, and I'm like, and he's looking at me, and I'm like, I heard that. And then we hear the giggle again. We both go racing up the stairs. I go out in through the door, and we find out we're on like a balcony of like an auditorium or
Okay.
performing. And he won't come in to the area that I'm in. And I go out and we both separate. We do our thing, and then we're like, okay, we need to get going because we, have other places to go on the road trip. I get to the car, and I kid you not, my friend in Holland goes like this because this is when we first met on my car, and he goes, Michael, thank you for not embarrassing me and running out of that location. And I was like, you're welcome, because we had talked in Facebook about investigating and saying, oh, I'd never run.
Oh my.
So we finally were in a situation. He's like, you actually ran too. Thank you for being authentic and like you said, and
And
of your
yeah,
word.
and just, oh my God. But I remember myself and Lulu were doing an investigation. One of the guys was doing the Estes method. And we were calling out. We were sitting on the floor and we were calling out. And Barry said he'd run. Barry, and Barry is a marathon runner. He's a marathon runner. So yeah, he's like a Forrest Gump. He's out the door before you can even get up off the floor. Barry, you should do an investigation with us. I tell you, Barry, Barry lived in England for a few years. And then, he left. All right, see you later. Bye. And then he comes home. All right, says. And I'm like, Barry, no, I'm running outside. No. All right, says. And I'm like, Barry, no, we're not doing it. He's an ultra marathon runner. Yeah.
Not just a marathon runner, the ultra.
Ultra marathon runner. Yeah. I did the mini marathon and feck off, I don't. Well, you did for a while, Barry. All right, says. And I'm like, who are you? I did the mini marathon in September. No, not September. Jeez, what I'm in September yet? Why September in my brain? I did the mini marathon in June. And I swear to God, I'm almost going to call the ambulance back for me. Oh, no, God. I didn't eat. It was really, really, really hot. And I had palpitations. So, and I didn't train for it. And I didn't have a lot of sleep either. So that's my excuses. And I'm sticking to it. And the ones who give out to me, what were you doing when I was doing it? Probably sitting on your arses. I did it and I completed it. And my medal is over there hanging up, which I should have somewhere. 4 24 hours ultras and a 100-mile race. See,
show off.
Yeah, I know. Much. Barry's about 6 foot and like, you know, he's like a greyhound. He's like a greyhound. Are you not going to finish doing your marathons, Barry?
What
Oh,
the?
no. Yeah, just text me to get your reading.
What is that?
Oh, God knows what it is. Could be spam or something like that. I don't know. I hope it's not one of my friends, though.
Lauren says, "You go with your bad self, Jen."
Exactly. I did it. I finished it. And even my twin said to me, and yes, let you all know, there's 2 of me. If you think one is bad, there's 2 of me. You're welcome. It is bad. 2 right says, well, Barry, that's it. I got it done.
Yeah.
I got it done, and I didn't shortcut. I'd never shortcut it. I'm doing it for about 18 years. I just, you get older and things change. And it's par for the course, things change. You're not in your 20s doing it anymore. So I just have to, train for it next year. Train. Because my twin will kick me up the backside. As she did tell me many times, she will kick me up the backside if I don't train. Just like bookends. 2 marathons October, Loch Ness on the 1st, and Dublin at the end of October. Okay, Barry. I'm so jealous about the Loch Ness one.
Yeah. So what's your take on Loch Ness?
Oh, I love Loch Ness. I love the story about it and the mystical side to it. I have looked up the depth of the loch and why it gets bigger and bigger. And I know, oh Lordy, would you give over? What's your favorite color? Black. I'll let you know about your eggs. No, you don't have to let me know.
Is that one of your friends?
No, I don't think it is. No. I think it's no.
Why won't?
No, they wouldn't do that. They'd probably come up when I say
weird. I can't block that or delete it.
I'm going to see if I can do it on my side. No, I can't either. No, I can't either, which is one of those hackers. Oh, no. I can't do it on any of them the way we used to.
I know. I'm looking at that too, and it's like, what?
It was taken over.
It says.
Are you putting something up or am I? See, I'm trying to put something up to show and it's not showing.
Okay. I think we were doing it at the same time.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was trying to put up Barry's comment. You were trying to put up Lauren's.
No, you didn't. What YouTube and check it. I'm hoping to come up with Nessie. Now, Lassie with the fens or 2-legged Barry? Which one? Yeah, the person we can't get into on any of them. Like you can only start, but you normally have the 3 dots that you can block or delete, and now we can't do that. It's coming crazy with the hackers. So if you're watching Hacker, go. Not that you will, but you'll get nothing from here. But that just shows now that we can't even do anything with that. Or any of them.
No, and
so if anybody wants to read in, just go to Facebook user, and I'm sure they'll be happy to read you about your future boyfriend or girlfriend and your exes.
Probably take your money and never see anything about it.
$150. I can tell you about your ex. I couldn't tell you about your future, but I can tell you about your ex.
I love how you say that with the smile.
Yes.
I can't help you with your future, but I can totally help you with this.
He or she was an arse and they were an ex for a reason. Sometimes my face is so expressional. Yeah, that you working on that code?
I'm trying to see if I can find them on my end. If I can
Yeah, Lauren. The funny
see
thing,
who
who
it
is
is.
user?
So Facebook user is everybody who's on Facebook but doesn't give StreamYard permission to say their name will show up as Facebook user.
Aye, but the hacker, the hacker one, the one who's looking to read people.
Right. I'm just. Wow.
Mm.
This is acting weird too.
Is it? Let me have a wee look at mine.
Let me go this route.
Okay, let me see. No, nothing's no. Well, you can do it on your Facebook.
Well, that's what I'm trying to
Aye.
pull up on the Facebook, the show, and I hate to say it, but it looks like it's on your end, one of your
Is it?
Facebook pages.
Is it really?
It is because I'm looking at
Oh,
the
it's
network spot that I'm on,
okay. Let me deal with that.
and it says nobody's commenting.
Ooh, let me see. Is it gone? Did I do it? I blocked her.
Nope. The one
Sorry,
is still
Barry.
there, so there's two of them. Then
Is there? Oh, hold
nope,
on.
both of them are still there.
Okay, let me.
But you blocked the wrong person. Oops.
Probably. I deleted the comment. Probably you just need to refresh it, but I deleted the comment.
How do you refresh the chat?
You can't. You can, but you still can't. Whatever they done, you just can't go in and block them from that. So.
Barry, it's got nothing to do with you.
Oh no, Barry. We. It's not just paranormal chat. It's chat about everything. It's a chit chat. It's just a chit chat. We'll bring Barry on. He'll be all right. That's all right, Michael. He'll give out to me now. He'll text me. All right, says. I can't stop saying that. Sorry, Barry. You don't really.
Yeah, that's why we put the word chit chat on the title.
Yeah, we just chat about anything. You know those three dots you normally get at the side of the comments? Now I can see one on Suzette, but I can't see in the rest. Yeah, Suzette. Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I think I figured this out.
Okay. Barry said, "Feck off," and I'm keeping that clean. I know you.
So the Facebook or the YouTube pages, we're able to chat directly with them.
Okay.
But there are places like some Facebook profiles or pages, like my personal page. I can't see anything in StreamYard that anybody comments. So
okay.
some of the pages when I was looking at it earlier, like if I go to comment, I can comment to my two Facebook pages, Shadow Whispers, I can, and the two YouTube channels, but I can't comment to Ghost Squad or Emerald Isle.
You cannot comment.
No, I can't respond to anybody on those.
Yes, Lauren, it is.
Cheesehead.
Barry said he's a cheesehead.
No way.
It's not. Yes, it's my dog.
Oh, I thought that was you being a ventriloquist.
No, it's Jenny Bree. Barry said, no,
you're really snoring and you're just making it look like you're awake.
I have a head cold.
I thought you said you were doing better.
It comes and goes. It could be. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. I just can't get rid of it. When I get run down or when I'm not sleeping well or anything like that, and then I sleep underneath my window when it open, that I just probably just allergies. But I did have a head cold.
Yeah.
I did. And I passed it on to my daughter and I told her to keep it. I don't want it.
So kind of you.
I just had to tell my dog to be quiet for a second because she is snoring. What kind of equipment do you use? What would you not use? And why
I would not use. So, one piece of equipment, I know I'm going to catch heat for this, that I will not use is an SLS camera.
Yeah.
Because they're so widely misused.
We used it one night in a castle. In the castle. Where else would you go? There's a castle behind my picture. And that's Lep Castle, actually. And we used it was in Redwood Castle we were in, and we used an SLS, and you could see a person standing there, but really what it was a stack of chairs.
Right.
So there wasn't anybody standing there. I just can't be doing with any of that.
So, Barry, it's an SLS, not an SOS camera.
SLS, yeah. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, darling.
So,
SLS camera.
SLS cameras are, if you remember the Xbox 360 Connect, it's the Connect bar. They've rewired it so it projects out instead of in. It makes the grid visible. And so it maps what's around you. And it's supposed to, if anything moves, map it. But what ended up happening is they tested it on flat surface and said, this is working great. Set it out. So anything that's sticking out of the wall, thank you, Barry. I actually did comb my hair special for tonight.
You did.
I did. I put it a different way.
You did. It's more backwards now, isn't it?
Well, it's slightly going like this.
I used to have my hair like that. It used to be like still shaved here at the side, a wee bit underneath the side, Still shaved.
Yep.
Still shaved. I can't let it grow. I like my shaved.
So, Lauren, I am near Dallas, actually. The Big D. And as to coin the British when I went to visit there, no, we don't all ride horses. Like in the TV show.
Yeah. Why not?
They're too expensive.
Is it?
It is.
I'm allergic to horses. I'm allergic.
Oh, I love to ride horses, but
I'm allergic to horses. I remember going for an interview in stables to live there and to work. And I think within the first 20 minutes of the interview, I started to get a blocked nose, really bad eyes. And by the time I got home, we had to cut the interview. Therefore, I couldn't be around horses because of horsehair. But it was bad. Oh, my nose was shut. My neck from right around, it was all hives. My eyes were just shut. Yeah, very, very allergic to horses.
So what I'm hearing is, if you start talking too much, get a horsehair broom.
Probably. How dare you? Yeah, well, don't be saying that now because people say, Jenny, let me go brush your hair. This is why I kind of keep it short and shave it. We don't need to. We just kind of.
No, I like your hair. Your hair's cool.
I like it short. It was fabulous when it was long. I loved it. It was long and dark. But then I just thought, let's cut it. Jenny had a moment.
It's been so long since I've watched that TV show. I honestly could not tell you.
I'm laughing at Barry here saying, I get that way around Jenny. Look at the two of us in our questions. Well, clicking happy. I get that way around Jenny. Allergic to me. That's why I leave. That's why I run out of the house. When he arrives in the house, I run out of it. You just gave Barry an idea. I know, right? Barry said he has the same hairstyle as Michael. Yeah, he does. No, he's an egghead. Barry's an egghead.
So, trade secret, my hair is super thick, and so it's a pain in the neck sometimes, especially in the summer, because it's like
Hard and
it's
heavy.
really weighty and yes, very hot. And so I've been known to. Jenny and I were discussing this the other day. I have like three main hairstyles,
Yes.
and I threw in this one to give it a whirl. But with the thick hair, it's like hard to get it to do what I
What
want it to
you
do.
want. That's you see, my hair is the opposite. I have light hair, like really light hair. That I remember, a few years ago, I had a lot of stress, a lot of stress. So I would have what they'd say, "Hiya, Facebook user." We're gonna have to we look at that. I would have hair mail. What is wrong? I would have female uh, alopecia. So it's like when you lose your hair, and not a lot of women would talk about this because it's their hair, you know.
Right.
I had bald patches on my hair that I spent hundreds to thousands on it. Yeah, Barry, so easy to look after my hair. He has none. He has none. None. So I spent hundreds and not thousands, but I spent over 1,000 on products for my hair and whatnot. And then I just said, no, feck it one day. And I said, right, I'm doing a Brittany. So I shaved half of it. I did. And then I'm growing it now. But I just kind of don't want it long again because I don't want to go through that stress and drama of my hair. Yeah. Oh, Michael, would you do it? Would
Uh,
you do it?
so funny
Harvey,
story. My best friend had an 80s theme party. So I had my hair streaked blue, pink, blue, pink, and we used the wrong stuff to color the hair. And so when I got home, my hair was like crunchy, and it took a few days to get it to return to its soft nature. But I was like, so I have done purple, blue, red, gold, made my hair look like fire. I have the colors, not an actual fire. Not doing the whole what was that movie? Hunger Games thing with the hair on fire. But yeah, I've colored my hair, and you can unmute yourself, Jen.
I was talking, and no wonder I was getting no reply back. What the frick? I was talking. I was like, holy shit. Oh my God. I was saying I'd never seen the movie Hunger Games or whatever it is, Hunger Games. And Barry, I remember you dyed your hair blonde. I've been every color. Every color. Pink is probably blue and pink are my favorite. Cheap way to dye it is cool side packets. What are they?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with those.
Barry, I've just seen what he just said there. Tom, she sounded better.
I was like trying to figure out if you were like yelling at the dogs or what.
I was talking away. I'm like, why aren't you responding back to me? Why are you not responding back to me?
Oh, Kool-Aid. Like the Kool-Aid colors.
Is that like a drink?
Yeah.
Take the Kool-Aid. That's like the drinks you can get before
It
you
was a
freeze
drink back in the 80s. I think it might still be around.
No, we don't want that drink. No one's going to take the Kool-Aid. There are a few that I do want to hand the Kool-Aid out to.
The other one that was real popular when I was growing up was Tang.
What's that?
It was an orange powdery drink, and it was supposed to be like orange juice.
God, we used to have them here too.
I actually found it the other day in a store.
Did you? Did you get it?
No, but I was like, I should have. It probably would last for eternity.
I remember when it was myself and my twin's birthday, obviously my twin's birthday. And so I had held the party here. And I put the big gazebo outside and the candles and the lights and in here. But it was 80s themed. And if you were not dressed, you were not getting in. Now, some of the people, my sisters or my cousins' boyfriends didn't dress up. But, oh, really? I remember we used to get that here. But we did an 80s themed birthday. And most of the people, most of the important ones that came up dressed up. It was fantastic. It was great. Even the music was 80s. I managed to get a Babe Ruth chocolate bar. What's that, Barry? While living in England, I managed to get a Babe Ruth.
I think he's referring to Baby Ruth. It's a candy bar here in the States.
Hey,
yeah.
Oh no, Barry. Is that it? Hey, you guys. Is that it?
Yeah, it's from the Goonies. Baby Ruth.
Really? Say that again.
Baby Ruth.
I have to watch that movie. That's Barry said. That's it.
Yeah, actually, funny story about that is, so I used to work with an engineer, and we had plumbers that used to give us a hard times on inspections. So we went to the store and got a Baby Ruth, unwrapped it, put it in there, and said, "I'm sorry, we couldn't hold it." And he went in there and started yelling, "Who used the?" And we said, "It's a Baby Ruth."
No.
He was so mad. He was like, he couldn't, because he's sitting there thinking, I gotta get this out of here so I can do a repair.
Can you give me 2 minutes so I can let my cat out? You'll just ask Michael some questions. Give me 2 minutes so I can let my cat out. Sorry, Michael, I'm not leaving you on your own. Just ask Michael some questions and I'll be back in 2 minutes and letting Toby out.
No, that's fine. I've been listening to him. So, yes, Barry, we do have classic moments here. Let's see. The American Shop definitely wasn't cheap. Ovaltine. I remember Ovaltine, Lauren. Yeah, you got to do. Yeah, it's great. The chunkier the chocolate bar looks, the better for the effect. And probably shouldn't be saying that on the internet because that may be becoming the next TikTok fad. Oh, man. My brother-in-law's name is Toby. Well, Lauren, my dad had a dog named Toby, so there you go. Cling film over the toilet. Oh, that'd be so wrong. Man, Barry, that would be so wrong. You gotta let me know if you do that, though, because that would be epic to see what happens. Because I'm just picturing it just sticking to the skin and being the worst timing. Toby's a good name. So, let's see. What other stories can I share? Oh, wait, never mind. She's here, so I gotta stop talking about that.
What were you talking about?
Actually, I was just answering all the comments in the chat room.
Okay, what were you talking about? Toby cling film over the Barry cling film. I did that one time at home in the house with my mum.
No, you didn't.
I did, yeah. It worked. I forgot Barry's watching this. Probably tell him. Oh, well, it is what it is.
That's the worst to put cling film over.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, whatever, Barry. Okay, you do now. You probably tell Mum. Yes. There's Toby again. Toto. Oh my God, that cat does it only when I do lives. His name Toby, but it's not spelled Toby. It is Tohbi. TOHBI.
Why?
Because I'm glad you asked why, Michael. I'm glad you asked why. Because and we didn't rehearse this. Because because of I wanted an original name, something that was easy to pronounce and so on, and it's from the Choctaw native language. Choctaw native Indian language, meaning white. My cat is obviously white. And then when I named him that, that's so stupid. Barry, that's like us bringing someone's airbed up into the roof of the castle when we stayed in the castle. Oh, did I mention castle again? Yes.
Actually, I've seen it in a movie. I would love to pull out the prank of taking someone's room and nailing all the furniture to the ceiling while they're out. So when they come home.
How would you manage to do that? Do you know what I'd love to do? Apart from that, answer me that in a second. You know, when people I have watched so many videos of this, and I've watched one particular video so many times. Like my children say to me, "Mom, what were you watching last night?" Because I am crying in my bed laughing, watching some videos where people put cling film on the door, and people are walking and they're busy and they just walk straight into it. But it's like sellotape. So the glasses are stuck onto the sellotape. It's just kind of like the reaction. I have to do it. We put cling film and it's just up at the face area that you walk into it. But anyway, apart from that, how would you nail?
Lots of screws and brackets.
Would you really do that to furniture?
It depends on how mad you got me. And what prank you did to me. I would totally. God, funny. I'd be like, if it's a prank war, I would be like, oh man, I gotta one up you.
We've done that on locations where you hide people's beds, air beds. You just hide the air beds or you hide the duvet. I remember in Redwood Castle, we hid someone's, it was like a high double air bed, and we kind of put it on the roof of the castle. Kind of, it was really hard because it was, blowing up. So you're walking around stairs. But it wasn't, when I say the roof of the castle, I don't mean outside. I mean in the same room, but there was beams hanging out from a balcony. So we kind of put it up there, and this person walked in and kind of like, you couldn't miss how bad it was so big. But pranksters, I have videos where I jump out on people, and it's like I've recorded it and I have them up on my Emerald Isle page. And I am called every name under the sun, but I still put it up my page because we're all adults. And, who hasn't said the word puck? P-U-C-K. I didn't say the other one. We all want to learn sign language in I see glue is fake 20 bill to a pigment. Yeah, I've been there before. When I was younger, and I was trying to pick up a wallet. But every time I went to pick it up, it moved. But I was so stupid that I kept following it. To pick it up, and I thought, after my 10th attempt, I thought, someone's giggling from the corner or behind a bush, and here I am picking this wallet up. And it was not windy out. I was going to say it was no windy out. I'm really listening to my Scottish friend. Right, am I gonna? Okay, Barry. Okay. I shall be in touch, Basil. We used to call him Basil Brush.
It's cool meeting you, Barry.
Oh, you'll probably see him again. I used to call him Basil Brush. It was a fox in the UK. It was like a puppet, like fox in the UK. I used to have this particular laugh, and and I used to do it. I'm not doing it now. I won't be doing it now for sure. But I used to shout the way he used to shout.
Nice to meet you too.
That's Mr. Barry. Thanks, Barry. Listen, I'll talk to you later. Come up for a cup of tea. I remember
Alf. I remember Alf.
I know, the alien that we didn't believe, and now he could be real. He used to eat cats for his treat. He used to love cats.
I know. That's why he was my favorite growing up.
And every time the owner would walk, the guy would walk out, and he goes, "Alf, did you eat my cat?" And Alf was kind of mumbling with a cat tail hanging out of his mouth. That was my really bad American accent. Jenny, was Barry an airborne? What's that?
Medicine.
What's that? What is an airborne?
Airborne. It's like medicine, like cough medicine or flu medicine.
Was Barry an airborne? Was Barry a cough? Is he irritating? Yes, he is. He's irritable. Does he get on your throat? Or get on your nerves and your throat? Yes. Sorry, Barry. Hope he's still not watching, is he?
So
Probably is.
I got a rap as being
No,
this
Lauren.
is knowing the service.
No.
Oh, airborne, like paratrooper.
No. We did try to throw him off the roof many times, but no, apart from that, no.
So I got a rap as being a prankster on investigations because I'm respectful, and if people are doing EVPs work or doing stuff, I will just walk up and just stand there, not say a word, and approach as quietly as I could so I don't interfere with what's going on. And then they would turn around and start yelling and cursing and going, "You scared me." And I'm like, "I just got here."
No.
I didn't want to interrupt. And they would say, "Yeah, I was purposefully walking up to scare them." And I'm like, "You guys are doing trying to get EVPs. I'm not going to walk in and be like, clomp, clomp, clomp. Hey, I'm here."
I do that. Well, I tend to do it on some investigations where you jump out on people, and you shouldn't do it because I know I would not like it done to me. I don't, because I do come out with languages as well. Does it, Barry? His Facebook photos show 101 First Airborne Division Screaming Eagles patch. Is that you, Barry? Is it?
I can't see his patch.
I go have a wee look. Let me see. Yeah, so I do jump out on people, which I shouldn't, but it's fun. And I do record. You have to record it at the same time. I video record it. You've got to do it. I do.
I watched the Tennessee Wraith Chasers during their live shows.
Aye.
And I remember they had a new member on one. And so so one of the team members is in the bathroom behind the shower curtain. And they send the new guy in and are like, "You need to go see what's going on." And he goes and pulls the curtain back and screams and runs out. Everyone's laughing and they're like, "We're sorry, dude. We had to." And I was like, I always take the opinion after that. You gotta have fun during the investigation.
You gotta be that. As long as you're doing it to someone else and they don't do it on you. We're good. Oh, sorry, Barry. Yeah, it's my cover picture. Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Well, Lauren, thank him for his service for us.
Absolutely. That's brilliant. Wow. Barry, it's my cover photo. Okay, Barry. I'll go and stalk your page now. You have to have the fun on locations. You have to.
Do.
We definitely do. I know one place down in the south of Ireland where we used to do, and down in the basement, there's a mannequin. And I got one of my, he's just a fantastic guy. My, oh my God, I forget his name. I just said he's a fantastic guy and I forget his name. Listen, I'm going to plea, foggy memory. Yes, foggy memory. I was talking to my sister yesterday about foggy memory, and we have foggy memory. It is that time of the life for us that we have foggy memory. Oh my God, now it's going to irritate me. Okay, let me just go find out. This is so.
Oh, that's good to know because now I can tell you, yeah, you agreed to do this and that, remember?
I ain't that foggy. I am not that foggy. I can't find it. Jesus, Jennifer. Anyway,
It says, mannequins freak me out, especially in the
that's
dark.
bad. Oh my God. And he's one of my best friends. Shut up, sis, and I'm older. No. Well, I'm up behind this computer screen now so I can say what I want. So we were down in the basement, and this guy, Jack, we used to be on a team together, and then he was on my team. And if he's watching this, I'm so sorry. Like, don't listen. I'm gonna plea foggy memory, and
It's
we
the
went down to
shirt.
pick up
She's lost in the shirt.
in your Irish shirt with your tree of life going around it. You've got a lot of Irish shirts. I've seen. The other one as well. Oh, the other one you have a castle on it.
With the Irish flag, yep.
Of course, sure to be sure, as we say. But we don't say top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. We never say that. We say, bleep, bleep, get me some coffee and don't talk to me until I drank it. But we do not say top of the morning to you. No. We do not say top of the morning to you. If anyone says top of the morning to you and we just like, no, bleep, 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 bleep. And no. No. I tell my morning, nope. Open the doors, let the dogs out, put the kettle on, make me espresso. Yeah, Lauren, hello, sister. Hello. Totally. That's it. Literally. I'd kick a granny and make a child cry and not feel bad about it. If they're in my way. No.
Especially to the coffee machine.
Yeah. And I gave up coffee. So the world's a dangerous place because Jenny gave up coffee. But I will have coffee once a week. I'll have an espresso once a week. If I need a little zap or if I need a little buzz, I'll take espresso once a week. Well, you have every day?
No. So we had a family friend bring over an espresso machine. And they didn't tell me what it was.
Holy shit.
And my dad goes, here, try this. And it's this little cup.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's a sample. So I just took the whole thing at once. I was bouncing off of walls.
That's okay. I remember when I used to, my children were younger and I'd walk them to school and whatnot, 2 different schools, 2 different times. And I would have 2 double espressos. So I'm having 4 coffees in the space of 40 minutes. I'm having 2 double espressos. So it puts a bubble around me that nothing can bounce off me. No young crying children. I sound like a grumpy old woman. Maybe I'm becoming in one. I don't know. A female Victor Meldrew, call me Vicky Meldrew, whatever. And, a bubble of kind of, you did a shot of coffee. You did.
I did.
But that's not bad. The shot of coffee, it's quite nice. It's I remember when I drank and literally my sister said to me, how's the coffee? And you could see the hair of my arm just standing up. And then I felt in safety mode that I'm not going to hurt someone today. Well, at least for the next 4 hours, I'm not going to hurt someone.
Yeah,
and no one's going to annoy me. But I have this little bubble of no one can penetrate that bubble of annoyance when I had my double espressos. It was fun times.
So, fun fact, if I drink a normal coffee, I'd be asleep in like half an hour. It knocks me out.
Does it really?
It does. It makes me tired.
I'd be the same. Don't drink coffee because you'll stay awake all night. No, I'd go to sleep with coffee. Barry, what cafe are you in that I need to go to? Can I take my dog?
Yeah, is there a family discount?
My favorite place to go and get coffee is a fantastic place. And not that I don't drink much coffee, I drink more tea. And it would be in a place where I live called the Bear Food. It is the best place to eat. Oh, I love my coffee. I love my coffee, but I'd have it once a week. Would be at a home here where I make it myself with my coffee machine, or in a place called Bear Food, which has the best food. You can eat what you want. It is all low calorie. It is the most healthiest of food. Nothing fried. There's, you name it. They have soda bread, guacamole.
Bacon.
Nothing is, huh?
Bacon.
No bacon. No bacon.
Forget
So
it.
unhealthy. Then you have your smoothies and your spinach smoothies, and you have everything. Lulu was there with me. Lulu, remember the place we went to, Bear Food? You loved what you got. I think it was like a sandwich you had. It was gorgeous. And it's huge. It's really nice. What's that one? The cafe and coffee shops can help you relax people with ADHD and ADD. So it could be good to have. Lulu works with adults with special needs. So Lulu would know. I didn't know that myself, Louise. Look at the two of us, my hands are off the mouse. My hands are off the mouse.
I'm like, we already had that comment up there.
What were the 5 good things at the art gallery? And yes, you can bring your dog. You'll have to sit at the top of the cafe. Okay. I know there's a pub in Drogheda where you can take a dog with you as well. It's going to be my favorite pub. But 5 good things at the art gallery. Barry, is that up Lawrence Street? I need to know what that is. It used to be a Presbyterian church, I think. But if it is, I'm going there. I didn't know it worked there.
I'm just trying to understand this. So if you're on the top of the cafe, your dog's okay. But if you're at the bottom of the cafe, the dog's not allowed?
Probably. Oh, Barry. Oh, wow, Barry. Lulu, Barry works in that art place that used to be a Presbyterian church. So we're going to go into it. When you're going to go into it. So you can take a dog with you. The same here. I don't know what they say about I mean, in the morning time, we don't even I don't think we have a Dunkin' Donuts here. We don't.
We do.
We have, what you call it? Oh, I don't mind, Barry. I don't mind. You'll just give me your discount. Thank you. And I'll take Zach with me, my collie. Can I take Zach with me, my collie, my big dog? I'll probably take my Chihuahua.
Take them all.
I've got 4.
Yeah.
I've got one dog that I think is just, her brain is like ping pong balls. Like she's bad shit crazy. She's my Yorkshire Terrier. Then I've got the Chihuahua who's like the princess. And then I have the collie who's my soul dog. And then I've got Yogi Bear who's the new pup.
I had a miniature,
very lovely, but getting into trouble.
I had a miniature schnauzer who could literally tell color. Like I would say, get a purple tennis ball, and he would get the purple tennis ball out of a mix of all different colors. He would know orange and blue on the same ball.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think of those things that they have on, what dogs press the words to say? I don't mind sitting on the roof as long as Barry brings all my food for me, and it's not self-service that you can bring what I need to me. I bring Zach, my big collie. He's here beside me.
Because I'd rather you bring Zach.
He's my big collie. He's here beside me. He's a good dog. He's probably the best behaved dog compared to.
But I don't know. I don't think I want my dogs having stuff to push buttons so that my cell phone goes off saying your dog wants this or that.
But you know what? I have to say, because me who works with rescue animals, I'm a dog groomer. The other one's a rat. Barry, my Chihuahua is not a rat. I have a head cold again.
Lauren, I gotta give kudos to Lauren. She trained a cat to sit and stay.
Oh my God, my cat does not do that. My cat will knock everything off the counter.
Yeah.
And you know what I used to do? I used to put tin foil on the counter to stop the cats from jumping up on it. Because when they jumped up, they'd get a fright. But cats are arseholes and they get used to it. And then they keep jumping up. I always say dogs are amazing. And I do have cats, but they are, arseholes. I know cats are great.
I like how you look to see if the cat's at hearing range.
Actually, no, I was seeing if I needed coal for my fire.
Oh.
So if I shout for my children, girls, I need some logs. Barry's saying the other one I have, the other one is a rat. The two of us. The other one's a rat. That's my little Chihuahua. No, she's not a rat. My cats will not do that, Lauren. I make her do it when I go to feed her. Mine will look at me and trip me over. And I call them everything but the names I've assigned to them when I got them. So they all have new names. Not my Luna. Oh,
Oop.
look, not my Luna.
This is what
Luna.
happens when you get two hosts on the same show.
I know. We're kind of like click happy. Oh, excusez-moi. Okay, Barry.
I like how Barry says he seriously needs to go, like we've been holding him hostage here.
I know. Listen, this is called the Irish goodbye. You don't go. You're the last one leaving the party. There was one time I was the last one leaving a party. I literally was the last one leaving a party. No, I tried to leave, but I couldn't because it's like, one more, Jenny, one more. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm tired. I really want to go home. No, not that I really wanted to go home, but it's like, oh my God, no, I can't. Okay, me holding my glass out. Okay, if I have to. So, no, it wasn't that, I didn't leave because they were trying to throw me out. I was the last one leaving. But Barry, leaving is like the Irish goodbye. You don't go. Many of my shows where I'm leaving like 10 minutes beforehand, 10 minutes later, we've said goodbye 4 times. We just didn't leave yet. And sometimes if you're at a party and like you say, right, I'm leaving, I'm gone now, guys, I'll talk to you later. And they were like, oh, okay, Jen, see you later. And then you're walking at the door and you meet someone and you're talking to them. And then you're saying goodbye to them. And then you leave and you walk out the door and you meet more people that you talk to. So literally 2 hours later, 3 drinks later after you said goodbye, then you eventually leave. That's called an Irish goodbye. You don't go. When people, what's this? Once that's done, I have run a 5K, 10K, half a marathon, full marathon, 24-hour. And I
got a 5K race on Saturday or Friday.
The 5K race for Barry will be like stepping out the door and back in. Like 5K race. That's what, 2 or 3 miles, Barry? I think 3 miles, 3.5 miles.
5 kilometers?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Which would be like Barry would have it done in 2 minutes. He would. He used to run to Dublin. What are you doing today? Halfway to Dublin. A simple warm-up is 3 miles. Barry, I did 3 miles in the mini marathon in June and I was leaning against the wall and Vicky was going to call the ambulance back for me because I had palpitations. I didn't train. And not because I'm lazy. I didn't train. I go to physio for my back. I'm getting older. My twin is a marathon runner as well. So I'm not competing against these. I'm doing a mini marathon with these guys. I did do it. And even afterwards in the pub where we normally go and get food, normally like I spruce back out of it and I'm good. I was ready to go home. I was so screwed. I was done. But this year kicked me up the arse. So next year, please God, I will be with Vicky and Sarah. Come on, you lazy bitches. Keep up with me. Let's keep going. What are you doing? And at one point, this year, when we were walking just to have a breather, and then I got my breath back. So I started jogging and I pushed in between Vicky and Sarah like this. Come on, what's keeping you? And then ran for another like 60 seconds and then stopped, said, stop. Okay, here's Barry going and a third goodbye. It'll take 3 more goodbyes before he does leave. He's doing good. That's only 3 so far. Is there any superstitions? Because I know we're up here at almost 2 hours. Any superstitious that you have that you would go by?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Superstition. So I've walked under a ladder. I've stepped on cracks.
That's my twin, Vicky. Hi, Linda. So what would you be one that you
Wait,
would...
are comments disappearing?
No, no, why?
Barry was saying. I thought Vicky messaged the thing, and I'm
Oh,
looking for Vicky's name.
no. Vicky's
And
an
I'm like,
ultra.
wait,
Vicky's my
what?
twin. Vicky's an ultra runner too. Yeah, they're like runners.
Hmm. I
So what
don't
would
think
be?
there is a superstition that I live my life by.
Do I have any? Do I have any superstitious? Linda's over on YouTube. Hey, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Hope you're well, honey. Hope you're well. Any superstitious that I would have, that I would go by. There's Barry in his fourth good night. Still there. He's going to make it up to 6. Trust me, it's the Irish goodbye. Slow on. Just found found a video. India launched a rocket to the moon. Barry, okay, 5. India has launched a rocket to the moon. I don't know if that's real or not, or have they really?
India, I do believe, does have space capabilities to launch.
Wow.
I don't really kind of know why they're going to the moon, but
Do you believe? Here's the question now. I'll come back and think about my beliefs and whatnot.
superstitions.
Too much to go very. Do you think they landed on the moon?
I think they did. Whether it was in 1969 or not, that's up for debate. But I definitely do believe we have been on the moon, and there is more to the moon than meets the eye.
Yes, definitely. But if they did, the flag, there's no gravity in the moon. Why is the flag going straight forward, like as if it's waving? But it's not. It should be like. Why?
Well, in the absence of air, however you leave it, that's how it'll stay. If there was like, so here we have air, so it flaps or it doesn't, it'll drape down. But in the
Wow.
moon, when you hold it, like if you see the footage, he puts it and he straightens it out.
Okay.
So because there's no air, it'll
Yes,
stay
it would
that
stay
way.
like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I didn't see that bit. I didn't see that bit. Oh, Barry, I'm
Is
gonna.
the moon made of cheese?
Yes. Button moon.
But now the interesting thing though is there are reports that I've read that when they were digging to take samples of them on the moon,
Hmm.
there were times that they would hit a ding, like a hollow metallic reverb sound as they were hitting it with the hammer. And so now science will only allow digging in certain areas of the moon. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know.
And they're not allowed to go on the dark side of the moon, which this is what gets me. When we
Okay.
say our moon is a natural object, so the earth rotates around the sun and we have day and night. How is it the moon, being a natural object, always has the dark side the same, never rotates? It's always got the same front and back.
Exactly. So when you take a picture of it, you know where the craters are. Oh, it changes maybe a little bit because I don't know the rose erosion or whatever you call it.
But it doesn't spin like the earth does.
But why not? Why not? And what's wrong with the
Because I
dark
don't
side?
think it's a natural object. I think it's
Oh.
like a station of some kind or something that was created.
So Linda's saying the moon does not rotate because of Earth's gravity. It's much stronger than the moon's.
Well, but that's what keeps it from spinning out of orbit and going off into towards the sun or towards Pluto, which I'm sorry, Pluto's a planet. I still do not buy Pluto is no longer a planet.
Okay.
But
So who said this? Well, those who are in power would have said it. I mean, I will say, oh, where's your doggies? Your doggy came into the room.
they did.
Bring up the
And
babies. We can hear the feet.
I got a surprise for you. Come here, Lucky.
Oh, Shawnee.
Lucky. Come here. Ah.
I think we can hear them tap dancing.
Come here.
Are they all excited? We can hear them
Not
excited.
Lucky, but
Yay, baby! Oh my God. You were caught. You were caught.
this is Shadow. He just had a haircut.
He's gorgeous. What breed were you saying he was? He's a Humi?
Umi. P-U-M-I.
Which is a Hungarian breed. Am I right?
I think so.
Oh, I looked it up the other night, yeah. And then we have the other little one that I love. I love that
Yeah,
little
I'm
one.
trying to get his attention over here, but he's wanting to play. Lucky.
We can hear them dancing.
Lucky.
Pluto's a dog in Disneyland.
At this point, I'm going to be spending the last 10 minutes of the show trying to get his attention.
Get some food. Have any food beside you? Come on, puppies. Come on.
Lucky. Come.
Do you know what? I can just know that dog is sticking his arse up in the air, giddy, trying to play. How very Pluto's a dog. I can hear the giddiness in that footsteps.
He got away.
Did that catch? Oh, bloody sugars. Just do that. My dogs do that too. And I'm like, nope. And then they run around me. And like, I can see this tissue on the floor now because the dog, Yogi Bear, which is behind, that's comatose with the fire and the heat. And my old dog, is that getting up? That boy is getting old. My goodness. And my wee man. Look at my camera getting blurry again. Why is my camera blurry?
Probably because... Actually, I have no idea. I was like about to make something up, and I was like, no, I can't.
Let me see if I can fix it. Maybe I look better blurry. I have been told, Jenny, you look so beautiful when you're blurry. Probably just at the end of the pint of beer. Well, actually, Pluto is not a cow. Is a cow, not a dog. Zach, Mama's here, lovey.
Yeah, okay. And they call it now a microplanet.
What? Oh, what's called a microplanet? Stop.
Pluto.
Oh, do you know what? Hold on. Now I feel better. I couldn't say that on live. I just don't get it.
Well, see, for me, it was interesting because
I'm fixing it. I'm just fixing it.
We had the 9 planets, and then they talk about Nibiru being the 10th planet and what it means and everything, and they say, "Oh, we found Nibiru," and all of a sudden, Pluto's not a planet, so now Nibiru becomes number 9. And it's like, really? You were just gonna knock a planet out so that this prophecy can't be true?
And all of us will just say, "Yes, okay." Now it's like it's a microplanet. I listen, Linda. When I have to say what I want to say, but I can't say it by. I could say it by bleep bleep bleep, but no, I feel so much better by close. And anyone who can lip read, definitely I can lip read, but there you go. I have to fix.
I can just see you starting to do this then.
I know, because I thought then the subtitles that come up.
Oh yeah.
But they won't come up unless they can hear you saying what you're saying.
Even then, it's hilarious to watch because the subtitles rarely is perfect.
Make up the words saying, yeah. I'm trying to think of some of them. I'm trying to fix my camera. I don't know what's wrong with it and why it's going blurry.
It might have been the
Oh, the dog
light.
behind me. See the dog behind me.
Oh, it was focusing on something else.
What's next? So NASA says the moon has an. Okay, let me put this up. NASA says
That's
the moon
actually
has an
true. They
orbital
do.
motion
If
type.
the
Yeah,
moon is closer, the tide, it does affect the tide.
it does. Now, do you know what I did last night for the first time?
They can measure the tide.
No. No.
I love your face because you're totally caught off guard by that.
I was. I was told before I have the most expressional face. And my friend Tracy had put up, she tagged me in something today. And I'm looking for it now. She tagged me in something today. And I said, oh my God, I went to send it on to you until I looked back to see who sent it to me. And it was my friend Tracy who did. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face definitely will. Yes. I will, my face will definitely say what I'm thinking. Jenny, you can tell people when you look blurry, it's just your aura shine through. That's true. Unless my light goes off and it goes black and dark, well, then that's not a good aura to have. I am dark. I am darkness inside. We go dark.
No,
Okay.
what you say then is say my aura was so bright it fried the camera.
No, most people would rather believe me by saying I have a dark aura, and I'm trying to warn people and they just don't believe me.
To be girly, I love your new color.
I'm kind of going with the Barbie theme. I'm not really, no, I hate Barbie. I used to cut the hair off and take the head off and put on top of Ken. Yeah, I was a tomboy growing up. I hated.
No offense, but that doesn't even sound like the actions of a tomboy.
Maybe not. Oh well.
I'm like,
What was I gonna talk
taking
about
the
earlier?
head off and sticking the girl's head on a guy's body. Yes, that is totally
We go
tomboy.
into that because something just dropped. Now we're not going to get into that one just right now. That's a whole different show.
That's why actually I like the G.I. Joe figures because there were guys and girls. They were equal
They were
footing.
actually. They were. I was trying to think for that for a second. Yeah, they were.
And there's even female Transformers. So,
Of course, there's female Transformers.
I'm just saying, Barbie was Barbie for the longest time until Ken finally showed up. But yet we are told we're discriminatory. And it's like, there's mixed in all our cartoons.
This is why I'm going to mute myself again.
Oh, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, that's what. When I make that sound, it means I really want to say something, but I'm trying to sing, so I'm not going to say it. I thought I'd mute myself.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to get another muted session.
It might happen yet. My ex accused me of wanting a. Really? Anyone went to see the movie Barbie?
No.
Michael, did you see it? And be honest, did you go see the movie Barbie? Be honest.
No.
Why not? Are you going to?
Hell no.
Why not?
Well, because I have zero interest in Barbie.
Okay. Have I gone to see it? Or see it? No. Will I? Probably not. No. I hate Barbie. I hate Barbie. I love the action men. I was a tomboy. I was maybe a little. I was the one who hung out with the boys, but I used to beat the boys up as well. Oh my God. I remember having a big fight with a friend of mine. A guy. We were physically, fighting. Yeah, we did. We physically fought. And I was like a rage bulling, or whatever you call it. I remember picking a bike up over my head and throwing it into the middle of the road on an oncoming car. I'm like that movie Firestarter. I know. Oh, jeez, I was an angry little girl. That's why I'm saying now, don't annoy me. I'm lovely.
Yeah, instead of the bike, she'll throw you.
I'm lovely, but I'm not that lovely. You know, if you annoy
Yeah,
me,
she'll save the bike and throw the guy.
what?
I said she'll save the bike and throw the guy in front of the car instead.
Well, he ran off, so I couldn't. So I took his bike up, picked it up over my head. It was a BMX bike, and I just was so enraged, and I threw it out in the middle of the road. Now, a car was coming, but he braked. Obviously, he didn't get it. But like I'm saying, I'm nice, but don't piss me off. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Don't annoy me. You pick what you get. The nice Jenny or the Jenny that has a doll with your hair pieces on it and a little bit of your clothing on it. Give me some of your clothes. No, why?
Uh-oh.
Lulu is going to see Barbie. Are you taking Niall with you? Niall's husband.
So that was the funny thing.
Lulu?
So at the pool, all the female lifeguards were talking about going and seeing the movie. And all the guys were like, no way am I seeing that movie. And so I told the female lifeguards, I said, if you want to get points or, test your boyfriend, take him to the movie.
Louise, are you taking Niall to go with you? Does Niall want to go see the movie? I'm thankful my girls don't want to see it. Like, I'm thankful my girls don't want to see it. We'll go see Insidious before Barbie. I even hate the song Barbie Girl. I don't like anything Barbie. I remember my friends in the circle when we were younger, they were all like girly girls. They were all girly girls and kind of like playing with Barbies. And I would have the Ken doll. And just, because I hated it was kind of like a stigma for me where girls has to like pink and has to play with dolls. I did the opposite. I had short hair, I wore dungarees, and I played with boys. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it's a trade-off. To see Oppenheimer, he had to see Barbie. That's hilarious.
When I think Niall, I say Niall. So how was Barbie? So the Oppenheimer, my twin went to see that. She said it was a wow movie. That Cillian Murphy, who's the actor, he's Irish. Just pointing out, I'm sure you should all know he's Irish, and was like should be nominated for an Oscar. That everything in it was phenomenal. I'm not going to give too much away because Lulu is going to see it. So we can go to Barbie. I never play with Barbie too. Lulu, are you asking me to go see Barbie? And I never say no.
Until today.
But if you give me those little mini bottles of wine and a recliner in the movies, then I'll go watch it.
You sure you don't want the noise-canceling headphones and the little sleep mask to go with it?
I'll just paint eyes on my eyelids and have a straw in my little mini bottles of wine watching Barbie. I remember watching the movie Signs, with Mel Gibson, Signs, the aliens.
Right.
I don't know. I tell you, I'm like so gullible tonight. I heard that years ago, someone actually got a degree, an MA what's an MA? What's that?
Master of Arts, I believe.
Now, I mean, am I being gullible? Is this real? My dog is snoring.
I don't know about this one.
I love troll dolls. Me too.
Troll dolls were awesome.
I liked all the weird stuff when I was younger. There's 11 in my family, and there always has to be one. I am that one. I am proud to say I am that one person. It was in the news. Well, that's crazy.
That doesn't mean it's accurate. Especially if you're talking American news, that does not mean it really happened.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to be rude. Oh, me too, Linda. I have a few of them trolls. I love the Care Bears. I
I
love
love
the Care
them.
Bears. I love the angry Care Bear. I sound like a really problematic child. I
So
wasn't. I just like the angry stuff.
I will say though, I miss the '80s Care Bears. The new ones look
Mm.
like candy just running around, and I'm like, I am sorry, I cannot watch this.
No, I don't watch anything from the 80s. I don't watch remakes of it ever. I don't watch updates of it ever because it just blows my mind. No, I certainly don't trust the news. That's for sure. Oh, who didn't go
Oh,
crazy for a Cabbage Patch doll? Like we couldn't get one. We couldn't get one.
I had one, and I had a cat to go with it, the Cabbage Patch
We couldn't get well,
Kitty.
we could get them, but they were sold out too quickly. Maybe we couldn't afford them when we were like younger. There was 11 in my family, we were looking to get a potato in his Christmas stocking. So we didn't get a Cabbage Patch doll, even though we tried. Maybe a make off that wasn't like, they have signatures on it.
The knockoffs.
80s was the best. I love the 80s.
Yes, it was.
What is your favorite era?
Wow, that's a hard one. So, well, actually, I'd have to say for TV and music, the '80s. It was just,
Oh, well, now you mentioned music and movies. Yeah, the 80s.
but for like really good series, I actually would have to say the '90s and 2000s because that's when the sci-fi shows really started taking off and being like actually quality sci-fi that made it look so believable
I know.
instead of them sitting there standing on a cardboard box going, oh my gosh, we've landed on somewhere. That's like you're looking at it going, how did you even take off? Your shit doesn't look like it would survive.
Oh, what was that from? Which one was that from?
Which one?
The one you're talking about?
Oh, like
Chicken.
what was it? There were some B. I watched a
B.
lot of B stuff. We call them
B.
B movies. They're like low quality, low budget films.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at Louise. Loved Care Bears. And do you remember the cartoon that they had to save the earth? Is this the Care Bear one, Lulu?
Yes, they did actually.
There was a grumpy
Well, they
one.
weren't actually saving the earth. They were going down and helping kids get along.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
there was a cartoon that had 5 teenagers that were saving the planet, and that was Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
I remember it. I loved Top Cat.
Top Cat was awesome.
I liked Top Cat. Oh, I liked
Garfield?
Garfield was my favorite.
Mine too.
Yogi Bear I liked. That's the one, yeah. Yogi Bear I liked. But
Teddy Ruxpin, I remember him.
I heard of it. I've probably seen it, but I can't remember it.
Teddy Ruxpin, you'd put the cassette in the back and it would talk.
I heard it. Oh, that's more. Now his name is Yogi Bear.
I've never seen Zoom, so I can't comment on that one.
No, I haven't seen Zoom.
And I don't think I've seen Romper Room either.
I heard of it. I'm not too sure of it.
I think Lulu was saying Captain Planet was the one she was thinking of, not the Care Bears.
Oh, was it?
When she said the Care Bears come and save the planet,
Yeah.
And we said, no, it was Captain Planet. I think that's when she wrote, that's it.
Remember He-Man
I do, and Shebra.
and She-Ra. I liked He-Man. I'm not anti-women, but I liked, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You have to have
Well,
He-Man, and here comes She-Ra. I was like, no. And I remember
He-Man,
the tiger, what he used to sit on.
yeah.
I got that for Christmas. Well, my brother got it, but I took it off him.
What always cracked me up, Cringer.
Captain
But
Planet.
what always cracked me up about He-Man and like Superman was they would just simply change clothes, and everyone's like, I can't believe these are two different people. And it's like, really? You like totally haven't figured out it's the same person, just a different outfit?
That's what happens to me when I kind of get into my pajamas and then I get dressed. And it's like, I can't believe you're the same person because my hair will stand up like electricity and I look like crap. And then all of a sudden I get dressed. I'm like, oh my God, you look so different.
So
No.
they actually came out with a He-Man recently
Did
that
they
I
really?
have to give kudos to. I believe it's on Netflix, where it's this like they have like a scrawny looking kid being Prince Adam, and he's like struggling to lift the sword up, and when he finally does and says it, then he changes and morphs into.
He-Man. I'm looking up He-Man.
But I was like, that one I could totally believe that nobody would see the two of these being the same person.
No?
Prince Adam and He-Man.
Is it a movie?
No, it's a TV series. It was a cartoon.
Oh, is it He-Man and the Masters of the Universe? 2022?
That might be it.
See, I don't do the cartoon stuff now. I like the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, quote again.
I watch more anime
Yeah.
now.
Now, this one that Lulu is trying to get me to watch all the time, Haunting of Hill House. Have you seen it? And I keep going to watch it, but then something else gets sidetracked with something else. Like I'm watching crap on Discovery Plus or Disney channels.
You
But
know?
this one that Niall, Lou's husband, Niall's on Emerald Isle, and he swears by this. Like he's watched it and he swears by it. I couldn't get past the first half of the first episode because I didn't give it a chance. But Niall's on it to me since the beginning of the year, probably even like late last year to watch it. And I haven't, but I have to.
So I'm gonna be totally honest. I didn't even know there was a TV series, Haunting of Hill House. So,
Yeah, there is. Yeah, on Netflix. Yeah, on Netflix.
so fun
Oh,
fact:
yeah.
I actually don't have Netflix.
I got rid of it, but then I took it back.
I got rid of it when we had 2 presidents ago.
Did you really?
I did because
Carl Lardner
they
had
made him the CEO, like on the board of directors of it, and all the programming was shifting, and I was like, I'm out.
Oh, this from the Netflix.
Yeah.
What is that
That's
doll? Sorry,
Chucky?
Lauren just sent me a picture of a doll.
Chucky or Annabelle or
No, it's a doll. What is that doll?
Annabelle?
No, it's just an old doll.
Oh. I will say I
Ooh,
have
what's it?
seen 2 seasons of Grimm, and that was a really cool show.
I loved Grimm. Yeah, I loved Grimm. Oh, Miss Beasley. Is that the doll, Miss Beasley? Chatty Catty?
Is somebody trying to call in on the show?
No, I
There's like static starting to come in.
don't say that. Really?
There was.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
could be maybe when I was kind of watching this video. I have to send you a video, right? I have to send you a video when I was doing a show. And
Yes,
it was
Miss
late one
Beasley
night.
is the doll.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sorry.
Where
So
did you go? Where did she come from? I love the paintings. I love your paintings, Lauren. But I have to send you on a. I don't know if I send it on to you. If you can put it up here, I'm not too sure.
You should be able to put it on.
Well, who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to find it. No, I know it's not going to be too far. But I'll send it on to you. But I was in a show one night where you could hear my name being said in my living room. But you know, I was the only one that heard it. So I obviously reacted to it. But the other people didn't hear it. I will do, Lauren. I'll send the paintings onto Michael now. I'm looking for a video. Okay. And this video was from last year, I think. It would have been last year. But I was doing a show with Howard Petrie and guests, and you can hear static. You can hear the static coming through.
Yeah.
But you couldn't hear it at the time. But I could hear my name being said. So you'll see me smiling, and then all of a sudden my face drops, and I'm kind of like looking around to see if anyone else heard it. But then when I watched the live back, then you can hear the static coming in, and then it stops, and then it comes in again, and then my name is being said. But it sounds like it came from my side.
Yeah.
So if I send it on to you.
Yeah. Linda said she heard the static too.
What, just now?
Probably when I mentioned it, but I just realized the time. I actually got to go feed my little ones.
2:15. Well, it's 2:50. No, it's what time is it here now? Oh, we only have 2:15. It's 12:15 here. But I will send that video on to you. Did you all hear the static?
Apparently, everybody did.
Oh wow! I'm looking for that. I'll send that video on to you privately, so you can have. And I'll try and I'll get it on my page, as well. Oh, I have it. I actually no. Is that me? Is that me? Let me see it. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So I wonder if I could send it on to you. And then, oh, shit. Give me 1 second, sorry. Okay, I've sent it on to you there in your inbox.
All right.
Chris, it's getting late. I'm getting old. I'm like an old cat. I need my bed. Hold your wish. 12:20. Hold your wish. Can that video go up here now?
I think I had to download it first.
Yeah, we do, Linda. You both have admin control on the show.
Yes, yeah. We do. That's why we've been having so much fun with the comments, questions.
I know. That's why I'm seeing now. I know what Linda's talking about now. So if I go into that video. Okay, so when I just went into that video, so maybe I can share it. Does that make sense?
You should be able to if you push the drop down bar.
Okay, so I have it ready to go. So let me see if it works. Okay, let me see if I can play it. So it says I can share screen. Let me see if I can get it up. Here. What's that going to show? Choose audio. Okay, I have it. So I'm going to play it. If that's okay with you, Michael, I'll play it quickly. Yeah. So what it is, I was in a show with Howard Petrie and guests one night. And we were talking about dog poo and why dogs eat dog poo. And we're talking about how, I know.
I know Howard, so
yeah, you know, there's no explanation needed there. And then you will hear the static. So maybe if you turn the sound up.
You were on the Petri dish.
Yes. Yeah. It was like probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and it was like daylight going to bed. but you'll hear the static coming in, and you'll see my face change. But anyway, I'll play it now, and hopefully you'll get it right. Hopefully I'll get it right. Is that up now? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just bring it into play.
Recent.
Oh, yeah. Because they smell other food and they smell whatever, and they do eat it.
How would you like?
I don't know.
Myself, I gourmeted myself.
Yeah.
My poop has never smelled gourmet. I'm gonna tell you right now. Howard. Not once. Nope. Still no.
I don't know about.
From now on, Jenny.
I don't know about gourmet.
Recent.
Oh, yeah. Because they smell other food and they smell whatever, and they do eat it.
How would you like?
I don't know.
Myself, I gourmeted myself.
Yeah.
My poop has never smelled gourmet. I'm gonna tell you right now. Howard. Not once. Nope. Still no.
I don't know about.
From now on, Jenny.
I don't know about gourmet.
Recent.
I'm gonna pause that. Hold on.
I heard it. It was like in the middle.
Ooh, take us back, Jennifer. We're way too close.
I heard your name. It was like whispered in the middle of the clip.
At the end of it, where you see my face changing, so you'll hear that static first, and then you'll hear a little bit of static, and then as if you can hear a breath going, Jenny. And then you see my face go, not that I do that often, but I did. So you can hear the static from my side. If you want, can I play it one more time, just so I've explained it there, and just play it one more time so you can hear it, and then we're going to head off. Hold on.
Recent.
Oh, yeah. Because they smell other food and they smell whatever, and they do eat it. Hold on. Hold on, let me do that one again. Oh, can you see it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just making a baby of it.
My poop has never smelled gourmet. I'm going to tell you right now. Howard. Not once. Nope. Still no.
I don't know about.
From now on, Jenny.
I don't know about gourmet.
Recent.
One more time and then we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Because they smell other food and they smell whatever, and they do eat it.
How would you like?
I don't know.
Myself, I gourmeted myself.
Yeah.
My poop has never smelled gourmet. I'm going to tell you right now. Howard. Not once. Nope. Still no.
I don't know about.
From now on, Jenny.
I don't know about gourmet.
Take that off. Yeah, so you can see the way I heard it here.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't, I tried to see if it was on their side or whatever, but I don't know where it came from. But no one heard it but me. Nobody heard it but me.
Yeah. I was doing a show with Steven, and we were getting all kinds of like a whole nother conversation almost starting to take place
Really?
during the show.
But that's not a bloody fabulous when you get that
Oh yeah.
someone else is talking, because when it, like I said earlier in the show, that the longer you're in this field, the more that you are literally opening yourself up to anything and everything, and it's how you use it, if that makes sense. And then I know when I was doing a show a few years ago, we were talking about Italy, and I was saying Italy is my home from home, that I'm not Italian, but when you have one particular country that is you feel like your home, Italy would have been one of mine. So we were talking about these people, talking to these guests, I was going to say customers. We're talking to, did I sell a bread in Italy? I don't know. But that was actually a good accent there now.
That was.
It was, wasn't it? But So yeah, when we were talking about, maybe that was my, the screeching was kind of like the static coming through, and that was me hearing my name when I looked surprised. But I was saying, like, maybe my country was Italy and so on, and then we didn't hear it at the time, but I always watch back in my lives. I could hear a woman's voice coming in. Like, it wasn't her, she wasn't speaking, it wasn't me, and there was two other guys, but it was a woman coming through. But you're dealing with electrics. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why they come through most of the time. And that's what we do. But we have waffled. We thought we were going to do an hour show. We are now 2.5 hours.
I know.
Fun?
And I was gonna say before we head out, are we wanting to do this once a month or
Why not?
every
Why
other
not?
week?
Oh, we
Like
have a lot
twice a
to
month?
talk about. Oh, Lou. Could it be my people calling?
Oh yeah.
Could it be my people calling? That's what we were thinking, that I would have, maybe, my life was in Italy. And the funny thing is, when before I had my daughters, my first daughter, I would go swimming, you're not snorkeling, but I'd snorkel in the pool. I wouldn't go snorkeling in the sea. I'd snorkel in the pool. In the poo. I snorkel in the poo. Okay, Jennifer, it's time for bed. And now, since I had my first daughter, you cannot pay me to go underneath the water. I will not put my head underneath water for love nor money. I remember a few years ago we were doing the hell and back. The hell and back is like it's like an army course, if not worse. You're going through muck, through water, through tires, over tires, electric fences, everything. You're going through all of that. I remember the first part of it where you had to jump into an ice bath, and then there was a row of car tires, and you'd have to go through it. And you'd go through it, and you go underneath the water to go on the other side. And and all my team was ahead of me, and I'm like, wait for me. And I said to the guy, I can't go underneath the water. He goes, just put your head through the tire. Lulu, we definitely will. Lulu, you have to come in and join us. Lulu could talk for Ireland. She's hilarious. She doesn't even know how funny she is. We have to find out who that is. But I remember saying to the guy, I can't go underneath the water. And he said, go through it. So the tire looked like it was giving birth to my face, because they were all lined up together in a tight row. So my face was going through the tire like this, because I would not put my head underneath the water. So I don't know what it was, since I had my first child, that I cannot go underneath the water. So I don't know what it is. Past life and all that stuff. I mean, if I did a past life regression, could you imagine what I'd come out as? Let's do it live. Let's do it, and I'll do it live for fun to see what I'd say.
Yeah, but
I come out with it and do it. No, Michael just froze. Michael, I thought you froze.
No, I was just listening. It just said still.
Did you? I thought you froze. Okay, we're going to shut this off now, because if we don't, because Jennifer won't stop talking. You see my dog in the background moving.
Yeah.
Okay, right. You want us to do this more often? If you do, say, I will do this more often, where you can listen to me waffle and make an arse of myself, and you listen to Michael talking sense and wearing Irish t-shirts. I love sharks.
Yeah, I'll have to get some more Irish shirts then. If I'm going to be changing.
Yes, I'll send you some over. There's a fantastic shop in Dublin and one in Ireland that has not one in Ireland, one in Drogheda that has fantastic Irish shirts. Yes, we should do it again. Yes, Lauren, definitely we come back on. Hand pink waving. So,
not quite sure what that means, but okay.
oh, Pamela, we're leaving now. We've been on for 2.5 hours. Lauren, PM me your address and I'll send you a nice one over. Look at Lulu, I swear to God. I said send an eye and she gives me an eyeball. Oh, that's so funny.
That's great.
Oh, Linda, girl, get an Irish. Let's all wear Irish t-shirts. And do you know what we can do? We can take people on with us if you want to. So if you want to have a big board discussion, we can take whoever, like, anyone who comments that you want to come onto the show, let us know, and we'll take it all on, and we'll all have, a discussion about everything and anything as we have done tonight.
Ah, that's what. Okay, I'm with you now, Linda.
There's a pink hand waving is we thought you were saying pink hand waving, but it's not. I'm reading it out. Pink hand waving, and I thought it was like me and my pink hair.
So I can actually on my end, if I'm running it through my StreamYard,
okay,
I can have up to 10 people on the screen at one time.
Why not? Okay.
So
then you can do all the work then. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm so good with that. I remember like tonight when I was getting ready, and there was
I'll make a deal with you then.
Yes. Okay.
If I'm gonna run it, then you got to do the intro and the outro.
Okay, I can do that.
And the promo ads.
I can do that. Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, not all of it. I can do the intro and the outro, and then you can do the promo.
There we go.
Okay. Suzette, absolutely, lady, absolutely. Puppies.
So I'll tell you what.
Yes.
Anybody that wants to be a guest on the next Chit Chat or any of the Chit Chats when we have them, hit Jen up and tell her you want to be on, and we will make it happen.
Definitely. Because then we can all have an open board discussion. Like anything is on the table. Anything is on the table.
Yeah.
Anything is on the table. And the t-shirt, Michael can get makers with Jenny's design.
Oh, makers. I thought it said markers.
No, makers with Jenny's design. We'll get Lulu on as well. We get Linda. We get Lauren on. Pamela, if you're here, we'll get Pamela on. Get Chris on as well. We get Drew on. A lot of fantastic people. We have fantastic. I know with one of the other guys, we have fantastic things coming up for October, for a new October show. That's with another person, but that's not yet going to happen. But we shall be here. We will be busy.
Well, we have a show coming up in October.
We do.
We do.
Yep.
And we actually have 2 shows next week, Friday and Saturday.
And a completely different thing. Completely different. It won't be like, tonight was just our thing where we just kind of like conversate and banter.
Yeah.
With next week, it's going to be Shadow Whispers in the Night with guest him. And then the next night, it's going to be...
No. Friday night is the energy that surrounds us with that guest. And then Saturday, we flip it to your show.
Yes, your guest. So we're not going to ask each other the same questions. There might be 1 or 2 that might be the same, but we're going to avoid that. And, have our own questions for each show. So it'll be a flip over kind of thing. It's going to be a little bit more work.
Yeah. I've kind of dubbed it the crossover show event.
Yeah. So we have to now put more work into our questions because Michael came up with this idea. Didn't you, Michael? So now we have to kind of avoid each other's questions that we've had. But you're interviewing me first, which is great. So I know what questions to avoid the next day. You made it easy.
Yeah. If I get information, I might be able to come up with some questions.
Say that again?
I was teasing you, saying when I get some information, I might be able to come up with some questions.
Giving you nothing. Nothing. I'm going to be a blank wall. I want them all fresh.
Oh.
It could be anything, like anything, because I'm going to nail you in my questions. Like proper. You should see. I got a
Oh,
person right now.
I got some good ones coming in now.
Oh Lord, yeah, like chatting about dreams. Yeah, I'm having weird dreams recently. Jenny pleaded the fifth. Nothing. Can you make a paranormal troll doll? Look at blue face smiling. That's YouTube. I would love a paranormal troll doll. Oh my
Actually,
god!
they have now a Barbie that's supposed to be the paranormal investigator.
Just buy a regular Barbie doll and just kind of like do stuff to it.
Do stuff to it.
Right, we're leaving now. It's like 2.5 hours. We're leaving now.
Yeah. I think the show's taking a really different twist now.
Yeah, it's going dark. It's going dark. I like dark. And
Yeah.
that's when we
Probably a
should
good idea to start changing the channel when Jen starts talking about doing stuff to a Barbie.
You see, I did that little laugh again. Because my mind thinks something that you can't see what my mind is thinking, but I'm kind of outward laughing about it. A Barbie doll with troll hair.
I know I'm going to be paying for a lot of these comments later.
I have everything. Look, I have everything written down. Say, I don't really know. I'm just scribbling. I don't. But I have them mentally written down. So we are going to say good night or good evening or good morning somewhere. It is.
Depending on where you are in the world.
Yes, it is 2 hours and 36 minutes. We are going to come off. We have been on for 2.5 hours. How did we manage to talk for 2.5 hours? I do not know.
Because we had a great chat room.
Look at my hair; it looks crazy. See, when this starts happening is when we're coming off.
I'm gonna switch backgrounds for the next one because I'm starting to notice my hair disappears into the backdrop.
Now you have us looking at your hair. Now I'm just pinpointing the top part of your hair in with the trees.
I know, it's like I gotta find where to put it to show. Yes, I do have hair.
I remember doing a video call with someone and I had a black top on me, and it was all like dark behind me, and all you could see was the light of my face. So I looked like a floating head. Dude, oh my God, that just gave me an idea for Halloween shows. If I see you doing it and you heard it here first, I'm coming for you. Do not take up my idea. I know what I'm doing for Halloween show.
So, fun fact, Linda, I have gone blonde several times. And so, if I was to color my hair, I would have had to have started in February to get it long enough because right now it's just too short.
Are you gonna blonde? Are you gonna dye blonde?
I've done blonde, blue, red, purple.
Yeah, I've done all the same colors.
All
the same colors.
I'm not going to do green or orange.
I wanted the Phoenix look, the Phoenix colors.
I had blonde with red tips, so it looked like fire.
Oh, mine was like Phoenix. I wanted the orange and the red, like flames, like fire. I come out looking like a candy corn. You know, your American sweets. And my hair was like shorter than now.
I totally got to see that
Someone
picture.
called me like a tropical cocktail. Someone called me like a candy corn. You know, the orange and red. It was orange. No, it was orange and yellow. And it was awful. I set up a backlight behind your chair. Yep.
So I actually do have I have two backdrops. And so this is kind of my summary backdrop. So since we're getting close to the fall and Halloween, I'll most likely be switching to my other backdrop.
Which is Halloween. It's fall. You have Thanksgiving and so on in November and so on.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, then Christmas, even though Christmas technically is already here.
Christmas. I love
We
Christmas.
get Christmas in July here.
Do you?
We do.
Why'd you get Christmas in July?
Hallmark Channel and all these channels show Christmas movies throughout
I
the
was
month
listening to
of
Christmas music
July.
yesterday. I was listening to some Christmas music yesterday.
There are some Christmas songs that I will listen to year round.
Which ones?
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Don't know it. Should I know it?
It's a group. It's a rock group that does
Oh, okay.
music.
I was watching a movie yesterday on Disney Channel. I have to show at the end of October. Yes, that's
Yes.
yeah.
However, Linda, we will most likely probably end up doing one in September 1st.
Yes.
We just don't know what day yet. So that's the fun thing about the Chit Chat. You gotta pay attention to our pages to see when we're going to schedule and have one of these.
Waffles. Paranormal waffle. We should call it paranormal waffle. That's what we'll probably paranormal chit chat or paranormal waffle. One or the other. If you see one of the names, it's going to be us. But we are going to go.
Or basically, if you just see both of us up on a promo, you pretty much guaranteed it's probably going to be the Chit Chat.
We're waffling. You say chit chat, I say waffle. But it's nice waffle. It's good waffle.
Always.
We are now going for the 5th time. We are going. I run into the
Hey.
bathroom. We are going.
I've done my first Irish goodbye.
Yes, you did. And it wasn't me this time. It was you. Because I said goodbye 4 times and you're just bringing up stuff. Nice stuff too that I did listen to. But good night. We will, in the next week or 2, come up with our second waffle paranormal chit chat.
All right.
And then if you want to come on, let me know. And then we can make it happen. Yeah, that's it. We're going to do some panel shows if you all want to come on. Whoever wants to come on and talk. And if you come on halfway through the show, that doesn't matter. Oh, no, Lauren. No. I have 2 more times because I only said it 4 times and now I have to say it 2 more. Slán. Slán is goodbye in Irish. Slán. Yeah, slán. So slán, just slán.
Slán.
Slán, yeah. It's like goodbye, like see you tomorrow or something like that. Slán and Mac.
Slán.
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 But you know what I used to say for goodbye? Because I forgot, like sláinte. And sláinte means cheers.
Right.
So I kept saying cheers at the end of every show. Cheers. Slán. There you are, Lulu. Slán. Oh, there. Lou just put it up. That's Slán. That's, sorry. I'm going to put up Lulu. That's Slán for bye. Goodbye. Slán Awalia. Lulu, can you put up Slán Awalia? I can't do the father on my keyboard. Slán Awalia. Which means goodbye. So Slán is bye and Slán Awalia means goodbye. So long.
Linda's like, so long. That's how we do it.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. Let me get the spelling right for it, unless Lulu gets it. Wait. Hold on. Give it a wee second. Okay, so this is goodbye. Let me see.
She's got it on there.
She has it already. Like she's ahead of me. Slán Awalia. Now, when you say the Irish words and we don't understand them, it's like, yeah. Oh, safe. Oh, does this mean safe home? Oh, I failed my Irish. No, you could have
Somebody just got called out.
You could have made me that in private, Lorraine. Awalia. Oh, home. Shashi home. Awalia. That means home. Yeah. Okay, Louise. Slán Awalia means okay. Don't believe Google. Lou, I'll do my dog back because you can hear your dog. Lou. Au revoir.
Yeah, I like Lauren, the French. Au revoir.
Au revoir. What's the French for good night? No,
La la.
what? La la, oh la la. Bonne nuit is. Do you hear my dog?
Yeah, that's my dog's going
Oh,
after.
he can hear your dog. Slán Awalia. Slán Awalia. Is Slán Awalia safe home, Lulu? I think it is. Do I have to? Oh. Okay. Okay, so Slán Awalia is an Irish phrase used to bid goodbye to someone who's traveling home. Well,
So that's probably where safe home is. Get home safe.
Slán Awalia. Yeah, Slán Awalia. Well, you would say that to someone leaving your door, your house. Slán Awalia. Oh, Slán is by. Yeah. Ooh, I have failed my Irish. I do know. Yes, Awalia is home. Yeah. Bon nuit. Bon nuit is good night. Bon nuit. My ex-husband
Nuit.
speaks fluent French. He's Mauritian, so he speaks French Creole. So bon nuit is good night. Oh, here we go. Slán go foil. It's another one. We have a lot of saying. This is why the Irish take so long to say goodbye, because we have a lot of ways of saying goodbye. What's bun?
Bonjour. That is hello.
Oh, French. Oh, I'm still learning French. I'm still learning some French.
Bonjour is
is
hello.
Lily is good day.
Yeah,
I
it's like
have to-
it's their version of hello. Bonjour,
Okay.
mademoiselle. Is good day or good morning.
Well, Louise is right. Slán go foil means goodbye for now.
Oh, there you go.
You see, there's a lot of goodbyes in Irish, which is why it takes us ages to say goodbye.
Well, we have a lot of ways of saying hello and goodbye.
When people say like 5 or 6 goodbyes, what we say to them to say goodbye to you too as well. Yeah, I had to say that, I mute myself because basically it was like bleep, 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 bleep. If you're going to bleep and leave, bleep and go. Stop bleeping saying goodbye. Bleep the bleep out of my house. Bleep, bleep. That's how we say goodbye after someone says goodbye for the 5 times. How do you get the accent? Which one, the French or the Irish?
The Irish.
Did you just do the Irish accent? The Irish, even I'm Irish, but I still do the Irish accent. I'm Irish.
I don't know.
Good day.
I have a way of saying Irish and Scottish.
Yeah.
How I say it.
No, that's we live in Northern and Scottish at the same time. So anyone, when we do the next show and anyone comes on with us, we are all going to do a piece of language, an accent per person. Let you all see. Roll up now to come on the next show with us, because you all have to go to do an accent. I used to do dog accents for each, like a French dog is woof, woof, like the French, the accent for dogs.
Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah, I do German dog, Scottish dog, Belfast dog, an Irish dog, French dog. Did I say French already? But it's just the accent of a dog barking, but I'm not doing it now. Okay, so what do you type? The accent for Slán. Okay, what do you type? Slán. So it'd be, okay.
Dante Chevalier sont super.
Oh, I know some of it. I know I'm gonna have to. And I said, don't go to Google. And guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go to Google.
I did take some French lessons.
I know some. Do you know what, Lauren? What my ex-husband used to call me as a pet name? So we've in a room, and he say, "Hey, salope." Lauren will know this. Hey, salope.
I know it because you told me.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what that is, Lauren? Well, you would because you're 50% French. So I'm going to type in the slán for the accent. So slá in. So that's how you pronounce it. Slá in. Slán. Yeah.
Oh man, I was trying to copy and paste.
Yeah, I know. That's, you see, when I comment, all of them comments on. Yeah, Lauren, that's what his nickname was Salope.
Oh yeah, you send that to everybody.
When I type in something once, it comes up as everything that I'm on.
Because its destination is set as all everywhere it can go. You didn't pick which.
Oh, can I pick?
Yeah.
Can I? I didn't know that.
You push the arrow down and it gives you a list of all the places you can comment to.
No? Does it? No, when I go to comment.
Right, to the left of it where the circle says all.
No, I don't get that.
You don't get that?
No. I get all the networks were on. But I just get the green tick. I bring it down and it just says you're live, edit, remove, view on Facebook. Slán go fáil, it's goodbye for now. Slán go fáil. Yeah, slán go fáil, it's goodbye for now. My dog is eating the table, I can hear him. You got it? How did you do that?
Because apparently I can't.
But apparently I cannot.
That is so weird.
Really? So what do you get in beside yours?
Mine says I can comment to my Reverend page, Paranormal Pun Plus, Paralinks Plus, Shadow Whispers in the Night, my YouTube channel, your YouTube channel.
Yeah, but I mean, I should be able to do that myself, but I cannot. No.
You just have to click on one.
Just click on one.
Right, on the list. Not on the top of the screen, down by where it says post a comment.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Now, will this work or not? Probably. Yeah. But I can't comment on my own. I can only do Emerald Isle YouTube.
Right.
But I can't do Emerald Isle Facebook or Ghost Squad Scotland.
No, because they're not their individual pages.
Gotcha. Okay, but now I have learned something. Did you just bloody say that?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I'm learning. Oh, Lauren. Well, I'm not going to lie. I agree with you. I kind of do want to lie and say, no, it's not. It's okay. No, it's okay. And Michael, what are you typing? I see you typing. Your arms are stretched out in front of you.
Yep.
I may be foggy, but I got eyes. And I'm wearing my glasses. Slán go fáil and happy trails to you. Thank you, Linda.
Oh, I sent it to the wrong place though. So even Lauren's not seeing it.
Oh, there you go. Now, see, I told you to stop typing. You didn't. Slow. Oh, music clever, Lauren. Now you see, I'm learning. Right, lads, ladies, lassies, Colleens and Bookleys. Colleen is girls and Bookley is boys. We are going to have an Irish lesson here. I tell you, we're going to have an Irish lesson. Then we'll all be speaking full Gaelic. I won't be that. It's okay, Jen. Blame it on the change of life. I know. Right, we're going to say thank you for watching and commenting.
Yep.
For liking and for sharing. Oh my! See, now my dogs know when we're finishing because now I don't know how that dog up on the couch, but he did. Because now they want to go for wee-wees. But listen, we're going to do this again. And when we do it again, we're going to like advertise it a couple of days beforehand because today was just one of those last moments. We had it last week, but we kind of had that. I needed to catch up on a lot of things today. One of them being sleep. So, anyhow, right, for commenting, liking, sharing, if you want to come on to our next show, let me know. Just PM me and we'll have the date up for our next show. Myself and Michael will talk about it. And let me know when we can bring you on. We'll send you the link and we can bring you on.
Sounds great.
And then the floor is open to anything you want to talk about. You can talk about anything, basically. You can talk about people. No, I'm joking.
No.
Maybe. Michael says no, and I'm like, I'm the one, like he's the angel and I'm the devil. Michael says no, and I'm like, maybe.
Yeah. It's more like, I'm the one that says no, that's like,
We
okay,
shouldn't.
yeah, we will.
And I'm like, yes, we should. You see?
That's why I say you never know what's going to come on.
No. Like, but now we're doing 3 hours.
I know. I believe me, I'm feeling it.
That sounds.
But my chair is not as comfortable after 3 hours.
The pressure. I know the pressure. Right. Michael, do you want to end it? My hands are free. Because I'll end it and I'll end up, you'll end it and I'll end up starting it live again. Okay, sure. Well, PM next chat, next Parrot Chit Chat with Jenny and Michael. Definitely. Yeah, we will take a few on with us. And whoever wants to come on. You know, the floor and table is open.
Yep.
And we
So
probably won't be 3 hours long.
From Ireland to Texas, we bid you all, depending on where you are in the world, good night, good day, have a blessed dream.
Slow and go full. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.